And now it should pop live over here.
It does appear that it's doing that.
And yet, there's no image.
No video.
Is video coming?
Oh.
Okay, it looks like it looks frozen. It's got a video of Fat Pumpkin Thunder.
It's not frozen, it's just lag.
Okay, it says excellent connection.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody's on. I don't know if anybody can hear me. No one really knows that I'm on because I just snuck on.
That's true, like me.
It says one person is on. Is that us? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and make this pop out chat. Angie Rogers is on. Hello, Angie Rogers. Can you hear me, Angie? A yes or no would be awesome.
Do we sound like we are in Hunchback?
And can you guys hear me? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yes. One person says yes. Another person says I sound wonderful. That's very kind. I'm real close to the microphone, but I do have the microphone also set up for it. It's now trying to pick up the whole room. So I'm going to move it closer to the middle of the room
Hopefully that does
if it's possible.
Does no ill effect.
Right. Now, does moving the microphone over here hurt at all? Okay. All right. So you can see me and you can hear me. And you know what? I don't like this cord being stretched across. I don't already have it set up on the long cord. Do you think if I just unplug it?
Oh God.
No. Do you think if I unplug it in order to plug in the long cord, that would be a problem?
Yes.
Like, it'd be fast. It would be really fast.
I don't know.
Like Indiana Jones with the bag of sand and the statue. I think I could just and then it wouldn't even know. All right.
You do realize you failed at that, right?
No, he was fine. The spider guy died. He was fine.
When he did the bag of sand trick thing, that's when the ball started rolling.
That was something else triggered that. Pretty sure.
The weight, they go down.
Alright.
We're remembering different movies, Rue. I don't think that's how it went.
That's the start of that whole chase scene.
Okay. Can you guys hear Rue talking? Because Rue is the room.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Hello.
I mean, I'm pretty loud anyway.
Well, yeah, you're actually not speaking loud right now.
Yeah, switch
Ron
over.
says Rue is right. But look, I have the cord here. All that I have to do, and it's already plugged in. So all that I have to do is unplug, plug in, and it should be fine. Right?
I get the impression you're going to do it. So
No, this is we're debating whether or not it will work.
We're
We're all having a conversation. Rue, what's your vote?
I say Murphy's Law says that it won't work.
Stacy?
I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay, I agree. It's not a good idea. I just unplugged your phone charger.
That's okay. That's actually, I stole the battery charger from your big. Oh no, Paul Bennett can't hear you.
Paul Bennett, you're killing me. Oh,
That's
goodness.
funny.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Like, again.
We may just be having some lag.
Because I did it. I did it. Yes, they still hear me.
Okay.
Because the microphone is still making the blinkies.
I wasn't gonna do it, and then I did.
Oh, I
said don't do it.
I was gonna do
I
it.
did it anyway.
I was gonna do it.
So I feel like
we took.
was still correct. I said you're gonna do
This is how
it.
the country works. We
That's
took
true.
a vote.
And then
I
you
decided
let
against
the
it.
hell
Okay. All
I
right.
tell people that's how the country works.
Hi,
They're all
everybody.
very confused right now anyway.
That's what's happening right now. Okay.
Alright.
Might have been.
Move announcement. We are all now posted and caught up in
Okay,
papers and markers
great.
and announcement.
So Boy, this high def is gonna make me like trim my nose hairs and stuff.
Oh.
All right, so we have. Look, everybody, it's Stan.
Stan the man.
Hi, everybody.
The Stanican.
Send that thing.
Okay.
Picture that thing.
Great.
About the stuff.
The thing with the only
All right, so this is the sculpt that I was working on.
All right, do you want me to do the thing? This is all totally.
Yeah, you start doing the thing.
Totally drawn out, ready to be cut.
Okay. Hey, Stan, you ever cut a pattern out
A couple times.
of fur? Great.
Cut out this
Can you
pattern.
cut that out?
Yeah.
And we're gonna switch this over
Watch
to
for
live
directions.
chat.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Enigma, I also did not get a notification. I had to go hunt it down.
Well,
Which way does the fur need to go on
Live chat. There we
the
go.
fur direction, it should be on the paper pattern, but this is right, it goes down. These are right.
this?
Yes.
Thanks. That's my job.
Okay. I'm just, okay.
He's double checking your work.
I appreciate the double
Because
checking.
the first time I did this,
Oh,
guess what I
believe
didn't
me,
check?
There is there's definitely a brown glove over there that is cut the wrong way.
I think I used it for something else, actually.
Well, there's two.
Rue, are you waiting for that to dry?
Yes.
While you're waiting
Just
for that to
saying.
dry, go get the
I just went
glove
crazy and
pattern
was
out of
it's
there.
upside down.
We might as well cut some brown gloves also. Okay.
Ron Shet says hi, Stacey, and Stan.
You know what? I feel weird because I haven't said hi to everybody yet.
Yeah.
And that's like,
Do you want me to roll it back?
that's enough ingrained in me that I need to do it to feel like I'm actually live.
All right, here we go.
So we're going back in time. Angie Rogers, Lisa Arhent, Ron Sheps, Mike Manning, Tina Kuziak, Michelle Schulte, hello Paul Bennett, Enigma, and that's it.
Larry Hughes.
Oh, 1980 MKE and Larry Hughes. Hi everybody. Okay. We have what, 20 people watching?
Something like that.
That is so. Oh, hello, Hoy Taunt. Hello.
Says hi, hello.
I am on the Pumpkinhead while these guys are on other projects.
Angie Rogers says everyone's loving my little Grinch figure.
It's beautiful. It's very cute.
1980 says add a couple antennae, it could be an alien.
You know what? That's one of the things that I like about doing the sculpture this way. If I did the whole head, it would no doubt be Pumpkinhead. But right here, I've got options. You know, I can do a lot of stuff with it. So that is my plan and my hope.
I just put a new blade in that stand. It should still be okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Susan Atai says, hello, chat option doesn't work on the phone. Do we have a setting set up here?
I don't know.
How are you commenting?
There you go.
Did you have to get on the computer?
Is everybody on computers?
Christopher Lazote says, good
We do have
evening.
brown
Boyd
fur.
Taunt says, hi, Alan.
Brown glove for already ready to go. Too.
Okay. Then get a set of brown gloves going. We don't have any laser cut claws, so you got to hand cut them.
Michelle Schulte says, I'm kicked back with a glass of mulled wine. A great ending to my day.
Hooray!
Susan Atai says, it's weird. I'm on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
Larry Hughes says, nope, works fine on my phone. Tina Kusiak says, I'm on my phone. Next Danny says, is that head form glowing?
No, I don't think so.
Andy Newman says, nope, I'm on my phone. Hi, Andy.
Cool. Hello, Andy.
It is strange.
I'm doing the stabby bits.
The stabby bits.
Yeah, so this is
Right.
floor wax.
Oh, this guy. It does kind of look like that with the blue and the white.
It has like a shine paint job on it, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
And-
neon.
And yet, nay.
I say nay nay. Are you just holding the blade stand? You
What?
live on the edge. Larry Hughes says the picture quality is so much better. I'm actually watching on the TV as well.
Okay, awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, this is how we will do live videos kind of from here on out. So I'm glad to know that the quality is good. Now I will have multiple cameras set up just like this one, but right now I don't have multiple cameras set up. I mean, you could switch to a camera, but it would only show you the ceiling. I'm working on like a gantry system in order to have a camera in the middle of the room to swing around. One of the things you guys did not like about the when we were testing it was how far away the cameras seemed to be. This one I can kind of push in and get closer. And I just completely breathed in a whole bunch of wax.
Boy, it does have a way better video quality though.
It does seem to have a better video quality.
Angie Rogers says, done Christmas shopping today. I told my mom I'd need a rolling tool cabinet with table so I can make stuff.
Hooray, that's awesome.
Ron Shep says, so what was the fix for the audio problem last night?
Okay, so this is thank you to Masato K who pointed this out to me. No, Al Matra. It was Al Matra. Who pointed out to me that one of them was set for video and one of them was set for CD. And it was like 42.1, and then the other one is 48. And I had to set them both to 48. So if that worked, that's good.
There you go.
Well, one of the things that I like about this little grabber jabber,
Technical term.
So much more mobile.
hello, hello.
Susan Attai says, it's working now on the phone. I went in via Facebook at first. Yeah, Facebook tends to open stuff in its own browser, which I hate. And there used to be a setting where you could have it automatically open in an app or automatically open in like Chrome or something. But no, it really wants you to use Facebook browser, which is the worst. Line Victor says, hi, Alan Creepers.
Hello. But yeah, see how much, I mean, like, look at what I can do with, like, I'm not having to hold the camera weird. It's not in my way.
That's awesome.
This is kind of nice.
Enigma says, it's really hard to find a good camera angle to record sculpting in.
Especially if you want to be able to get to your sculpture. Because the camera wants to be where you want to be.
1980 says, totally missed the opportunity to sing the Brady Bunch intro on the video chat.
Dude.
Ron Schiff says the sample rates were different. Gotcha.
Yeah, that room feature is terrible. Because even after we had stopped, it would, anytime someone saw the message, they would hit it, and then it's like, they're going to reopen the room. I'm like, the heck they are. Not because I didn't want them to, but it called my phone every time. And that was kind of weird.
Angie Rogers says, creepy. Susan Attai says, yeah, Facebook, enough said. Blanker Thor says, hi, Stacy, Andrew, and Stan.
I, for one, welcome our benevolent overlords of Facebook.
Ron Shep says, this is so much clearer than the phone.
Yeah, I know.
Horror Beauty says, oh, I come in on close-up bubbles.
Yeah. That is mop and glow going on. I need to get a little light to attach to this piece to shoot light like lasers. Yeah.
Behind it. I actually have a thing for that. I'll bring it.
Yeah.
I'll just steal it from Gray. She uses it to do her makeup.
Don't steal Grace ring light.
It's my ring light. She steals from me.
That young lady needs her makeup done.
She's gonna come out here in a full face and like work clothes. Because I can't stop her. I can put her in work clothes, but I can't stop her from putting on a full face. Larry Hughes says, yes, I was fooled many times. I went to the room every time someone tried to join. Boyd Taunt says, I'll have to post some of my pics of my plow truck to the Creeper page. I got bored and made stuff while at work. Did some painting. Made a snow-eating monster out of my truck. That is cool.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that.
1980 says, ring light. They sell ring lights at Big Lots.
If we had plow trucks in Texas, I would volunteer to go paint them. Because I think, like,
We just have cow catchers on F-150s.
B-52, B-52 style shark teeth and stuff would be awesome on plow trucks.
Like Victor says, Google and YouTube was having trouble.
Yeah, well, and I found out that yesterday Google was down for an hour
Oh my gosh.
and was having problems. Was it the hour that I was trying to go live and trying not to murder the lovely people who are trying to give me advice?
Probably.
Yeah,
Stanley
probably.
S says, what does the mopping blow do?
You know what?
Stuff.
I don't even know.
Hello, wife.
Come on in, wife.
Whoa!
So I use it instead of water, and it gives a waxy quality to the clay, which is what this clay is lacking. This is actually not wed. This is EM 27 or 21, whatever it is, and what this does is this puts, because they mix glycerin in with the clay in order to make wed, and this is mixing like a wax in with it in order to make it do some different stuff.
1980 thinks perhaps solar flares.
That's it. Yep.
What
Solar
is?
flares.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
That sounds like some Men in Black stuff. All right, listen. And speaking of which,
Yeah.
okay, speaking of like some Men in Black style stuff. So thanks, wife. So here in Texas, did you guys hear about the sheriff's department says, hey, we found this guy, he was killed by a mountain lion. And then the Fish and Game Commission come in and say, he was not killed by a mountain lion, there was no wild animal attack, he was killed by feral hogs. You know what that tells me? Werewolf. That means it was a werewolf. Like, if Dean and Sam are out there reading the newspaper somewhere and they read that, like, they're coming to Texas. They're like, we gotta go check, we're going to Fort Hood. We gotta go check it out. Because that's what it was.
Angie Rogers says, I showed my family my bear and the Grouch mask. I'm going to start ASAP. They love it.
Awesome, I love that.
So I was driving home about 2 weeks ago from here,
Yes.
and as I was approaching the turn to my house, I had to slam my brakes on like hard because there were about 8 feral hogs just in the middle of the road.
They are massive.
They are
aren't they?
huge.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would have just tore up my truck.
Don't you want to go punch one?
I want to wrestle one, kind of.
Yeah. Oh man.
Then like one of them just looked at me like, you want some of this? And then they
So-
just walked away.
We had a giant boar hog who would come to the farm that I was doing a haunt at in 04, the year me and Shannon got married. And he would come from a different farm because he was sold, but he would break out of his new farm and go back to his old farm. And he would scream in such a wonderful way. It was terrifying. But the only, like, I knew how to mess with him because I watched Crocodile Hunter, and if he can do it, I can do it. So the only real way to, like, control them is to go and shoulder butt them over and then grab their back legs and walk them like a wheelbarrow. So I could walk him like a wheelbarrow back to the pickup truck so they could take him back to his farm. But nobody else wanted to do it, but I thought it was a blast.
The Harry Beastie says hello.
Hello, Harry Beastie.
Nice Danny says we are in a level 3 solar event.
Wow, that sounds like something you would yell on a spaceship, you know, as a yellow light flashes.
Micah Thor says
It's
picture
actually-
looks awesome.
Also, why all of the northern lights up north are supposed to be insane right now.
Yeah. 1980 says no supernatural spoilers. Ron Shep says be on the lookout for a black Impala. Edson Juice says hello creepers. Courtney Boozer says hello everyone. Pumpkinhead, excellent.
It are Pumpkinhead. I sort of refined him tonight because I was able to use reference. I was able to pull my phone out and pull up some good reference and look at it.
Andy Newman says the audio is so clear. I heard Bruce Keys and got super confused.
Wow. Okay. Good.
Mike Murphy says hello maker of monsters.
Hello, Mike Murphy.
Lisa Arndt says Stacey, your hair is very pretty tonight. Thank you. Flip. I had it up in a bun all day and it was giving me a headache, so I took it.
Okay. So Shannon brought over food, and everybody is eating but me, and it smells so good, and my mouth is watering so much. I don't know what it is, but I know I want it. But I will make someone else be camera person afterwards.
Angie Rogers says saw Gatorland Christmas stuff on someone's YouTube channel.
Yeah, I got to make their snowman. Yeah.
They
That
also
was.
had the gator
Yeah.
costume on there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay,
We
awesome.
got a Santa Claus jacket and they put a little Santa hat.
Yeah, we did the gator suit for them and the snowman.
I saw that today.
She said it was Adam the Woo.
Okay.
Warmonger says hello everyone.
Hello.
Edson Juice says did she bring pocket cheeseburgers?
Oh no, pocket cheeseburgers are the best.
Brian Lippert says hi guys.
Hey, Brian.
Ron Shep says go eat stuff.
I will eventually. I will. I think that you guys should not be left unsupervised. hello. Is it me you're looking for? Okay. And probably the microphone is going to pick up all the little stuff that I say all the time. It's like an aside that my phone didn't pick up. So, yeah.
We
You guys-
apologize now.
Thank you, Courtney Boozer.
You guys are going to think I'm even weirder.
I'm about to re-dye my hair. I'm really excited. So all of this brown up here will go away.
Yeah, how dare you have human colors.
Some of this will be intentional color instead of just washed out old color. The Hairy Beastie says, I must say the new stream setup looks and sounds pretty awesome.
Thank you. We're getting there. We're slowly is the key word. Slowly figuring that out.
James Whittle says, hey y'all, only 321 days to Halloween.
That's right.
Edson Juice says, no, we know we don't.
Now, I don't know how many days there are till Trans World. There could be as few as, 60 something.
Warmonger says, this microphone could pick up your thoughts.
Yeah,
Edson Juice says, no, we know you sing all the time.
I do. And I just say weird stuff.
Lisa Arndt says, burritos? No, they're sandwiches.
Yeah, it's some kind of a delicious sandwich. I smell beef. Do I smell horseradish?
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Brisket, horseradish, cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
killing me, Smalls.
Line Kirk Thor says, just no brain in the Facebook room.
Yeah, so I'm very happy with the setup, and that's going to refine too. This camera is not as nice as it could be, but honestly, there's no point in getting a better camera until my internet is better. Because if I can't support sending out a better signal, it's only going to cause problems.
Ezekiel says, hey Al.
Hey, homie.
Hi, Zeke.
Edson says, that's why we get along. You should have been a bass player, Alan.
I should have been a bass player.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but like in the band scene where I was, and boy, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this.
I was
but
going to say, choose your words carefully.
drummers are normally dumb. The bass players are normally jerks, like they're the biggest a-hole in the band. And the lead singer sleeps on his girlfriend's couch, or his ex-girlfriend's couch.
Ex-girlfriend's couch.
Right. Yeah.
Line Group Thor says, you can read your drink cup.
Yeah.
Chad
Yeah.
Smith says, party foul, I'm late. Good evening, all.
Hello, sir. This is a recycled Jack-in-the-Box cup from like 2 days ago.
Angie Rogers says, I hung out in my aunt and uncle's video store. I seen they had a new werewolf movie.
Hold on.
Whoa, wait, what?
Wait.
Huh?
They have
Yeah, video store?
video store? What state are you in? Where do they still have video stores?
Ezekiel says, I think you nailed the band scenario. Courtney Boozer says, is this pumpkin had a special order? That is just incredible. I love working with pumpkins.
Well, no, this isn't. And I shouldn't even be working on this. But I've had a rough couple. Today was a rough day. I got some bad news today. So I kind of wanted to sculpt, and then technology has not been my friend the past couple days, as you all can attest to. So I just wanted something tonight that I was gonna surefire enjoy.
Angie Rogers says, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay.
Okay. Makes sense now.
I believe they have video stores in Tennessee. Well, you know what though? Like, driving around the country, if you drop me off somewhere now, it would be real hard for me to tell where I was. Just because
Everything looks the
it's
same.
pretty homogenized, you know? Like any strip mall in any part of the country, I would know. Like I wouldn't know where I was because they're all kind of the same.
Larry Hughes says, our small town video store sold out to Dollar General.
Dollar General.
Chad Smith says, love the direction of the T.
Hey, thanks.
Warmonger says, Alaska has the very last Blockbuster video and still in business.
Wow, they do?
Yeah. Angie Rogers says, Northside Video is the name.
Awesome.
Shout out to Northside Video.
Hooray, Northside Video.
Lion Cook Thor says, You got this, Alan?
When I was a kid, my friend, his mom worked at a video store, and they would get like copies of, because we were horror movie fans and stuff, and monster movie fans, and they would get those promo release copies, where every 5 minutes it said this video is not for sale across the bottom in a scroll.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Poiton says I miss video stores. John Lowell said I didn't know you started the new channel yet. Got lucky and it came up in my suggestions.
Oh, that's so awesome! I love that. I did. I posted it in the Stiltbeast Creepers group. I posted it once on the Stiltbeast page, but the Stiltbeast Studios. I will probably post it again. I'm not good at that. Tomorrow I need to shoot an actual like commercial, I guess, for it.
Yeah. Horror Beauty says sorry to hear you had bad news. Hugs.
Thank you. That's so kind.
Stanley S says we still have family video here in Pennsylvania. We still
Wow.
have some family videos here in like
I think there's one in
I would
Waxahachie.
say more rural areas.
Do they rent DVDs now,
Yes.
or do they rent VHS still? Hello,
Lisa Hart says
Bella.
Oregon has the Blockbuster in
I would
Bend.
imagine.
Ezekiel.
Bell.
Oh, he's talking about the Krampus song. Rob O'Brien says hello, friends. John Lowell says I need to get on Facebook more.
And here comes Boris. Here
Christopher-
comes Boris.
Christopher Lizzo says the mom and pop video rental shops have the best horror films.
They did. They did.
Michael Astor says hello, everyone.
Hello.
Is Michael a moderator on the new
Size of
channel?
these gloves.
I haven't set up any moderators on the new channel. Can you do that?
I think I can.
What's the question?
What size gloves?
Large.
Okay. Those are all mediums over here that already have gloves, right?
Yes.
All right, Michael Astor, you are a moderator. Angie Rogers says he has a lot of old horror movies.
That's awesome.
Horror Beauty says we have one family video left here in Michigan. Lanker Thor says I shared the link to Paul and Ezekiel the other night. Angie Rogers says he has both VHS and DVD.
That's so cool.
Or DVD and Blu-ray. I don't know. Chad Smith says, so what ended up being your mic issue?
They were on different hertz. I had one on 42.1 hertz, and the other one was on 48 hertz.
Al Mantra Art says, hey, hello, everybody.
So
The
they were
stream
not
looks
friends.
and sounds great.
You know what? And I think that is thanks to you, sir.
Michael Astor says, sweet, I have the power. Also, we're getting a real solid shot of your elbow.
Oh, I forgot to lift the camera up. That's the bad. Thanks, Stacy.
You're welcome. I'm helping.
You know what's cool? Stan could talk to you about what he's doing, which is terribly interesting. While I go eat something.
Eat that sandwich.
Stan, what you working on?
I am cutting out
Oh, hey.
I'm cutting out some werewolf parts,
Hey, you gonna do this
some
here?
fur. So what we got here is getting back to basics. For really our Glowforge is down, so for a really long time felt like a really long time. For a hot minute, I could take things like these ears and in about literally 15 seconds cut them out on the Glowforge. Cut out werewolf gloves, cut out werewolf fingers, you name it, just about. And so that it is down for the moment, and we are going back to old school and using this, which I still think is the best tool in the shop. It saves so many fingers.
It's a winner.
It's a winner. So what I have here, and I'm about to swap them out, is the sauna blade, and this lets you flip them around. So you can take all four edges of this and actually move it so that you get a different edge.
Because that fur eats razor blade edges like it's its job.
It does. This tears. I got about 3 solid size pieces cut out before it's just like, don't push it.
You should see it when it's cutting through
Yeah.
2.5 inches of foam and fur.
Oh, I'm right next to the microphone.
So the cool part
Sneaky.
is, what makes this, you don't really want to take scissors and do this because you have fur that you want to see hide those edges, sort of like on this one. So if you flip it around this way, you can see the fur down below here. If you're not really careful and if you don't really pay attention to it, this will just slice it, and you get really hard edges all the way around, and it looks like somebody cut it out. So that's one of the cool parts is you get a little bit of a feel for it. You can feel when it tears through this sort of where's the spirit? Here we go. So you saw that one. If I were to take and just literally slice it, you get that hard line that you don't want to have. There's no hair. So you kind of feel it. You get to where you can just feel it rip across. If you feel table, you blew it.
Good night, Ezekiel. He says, can't stay, guys. No food in the house, and I have the kids home. School's out, and the lack of food is causing whinge overload. Trying to get back later.
So these are the patterns for the ears. So we're just carefully gonna cut these out. We talked a little bit, I think, yeah, right when we came on about making sure that the direction of the fur is correct. This fur's not free, and everybody gets one. I had a day where I was so happy, and I brought Alan all these cut out ears and gloves. I'm like, dude, I'm a beast. These are done. And he looked at them and kind of looked at them, and I could tell right away something was up. He said, yeah, these are all upside down. There's nothing we can do. And so we lost, I think that was some lost fur that day. And I skated through because it was my first day of cutting out fur stuff.
Everybody's pretty much done it here once.
At least. And some of the fur things are not that intuitive in terms of the direction the fur ought to go.
Right.
There was a very cute He-Man little interlude here. My last
So there you go.
have the power.
There's the back.
Trick Thor saying He-Man, Ron Chef saying, you muscle bound buffoon.
There's the front. So when you look at it, kind of fluff this out a little. The razor blade did not go through the hair on the back. So when we glue these into the ears, you get some little werewolf ears. Yay.
Like a Thor said, go eat stuff. Amy Rogers said, I showed my aunt the Skeletor singing Merry Christmas in Spanish. She said, who is that? I said, you don't know? Launch Art says, no worries, anytime, Al. Happy to help. James Whittle says, the first video store in my hometown rented video discs.
Oh.
Those like the giant gold record things?
Those were laser discs.
There we go, laser discs.
Laser discs. Laser discs were amazing.
Warmer says, I hear cheering. He says, ASMR fans are loving this new mic.
It's going to take a little while for me to get used to the new mic and to learn to eat. Like, I went behind the camera to eat, which makes sense, but
Yeah.
Turns out you're standing 2 feet from the microphone.
yeah. Oh, I just broke the camera. Get on there.
There you go. Robert Ryan says, it happens to all of us. We had an entire shipment of costumes that got mixed fur. A multi-$100,000 mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, as a costumer, that makes me pucker.
A lot.
A lot. We're like, oh god, no.
We used to have like we had like 6 different full werewolf suits, and they were all different furs. But then you had to match up, and the sizes were harder. So we switched it, and one year we actually took and we changed every Krampus and every werewolf to gray fur, so that we didn't have to worry about those gloves go with that one. You know what I mean? It was any gloves, any mask, anybody could fit.
Robert Bryan says, I had to tell the VP, it was not fun. Ron Shep says that Krampus looks awesome.
He's getting there.
Warmonger says the canted camera angle adds drama.
Yeah, look at my sweet Dutch tilt, yo.
Film school stuff. Hey, good job.
So, back to the head.
Huh?
Right? So the helmet is covered with hair is not. So.
I didn't think about it, but yeah, like the noise this makes. We do like a whole, that little
I think they made him chew it on the mic.
popping. Well, no, this does its own. You felt
oh,
it,
yeah,
where it makes that like textural.
Oh,
Yeah.
Morris.
Go down.
Go tell him. Jennifer Hughes says, oh, this still true.
This is the first
Hello.
HD shimmy. There you go.
Now you really know how the shimmy works.
Hello, Jennifer. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew pew.
I don't think we had quite gotten to retouching the teeth yet. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay, I got it.
Up close and personal, Alan's face. Abdiel non-brave says, hi to Alan's wife and the crew. I enjoy this live. As I drink some coffee, I pick from my garden and makes catches.
That's awesome. Sounds like you're having a lovely day.
Also, hashtag not wife tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, that is Stacy.
Hello.
Stunt life.
Stunt wife. Stunt Shannon.
Shannon.
Stunt wife sounds entirely too
Yeah.
important.
Stunt Shannon.
Stunt Shannon. I'll take Stunt Shannon. Stunt wife.
Yeah. There's implications.
Tony's like, wait, do I get a stunt wife? Why does only he get a stunt wife?
Get your own show, Tony.
I'm not even a fan of the my work wife or my work husband.
Right.
I'm not a fan of that. It's like
I apparently
you
am
don't-
your work daughter.
okay.
I will also accept work niece.
Never what?
I said I will also accept work niece.
Oh, okay. My work cousin.
This is my work cousin. Michelle Schulte says, high def dancing. Enigma says, the legendary shimmy is always a sight for sore eyes. Jennifer Pugh says, thank God I made it just in time for the shimmy. Line Cook Thor says, make it rain, creepers. Susan Attai says, wow, that Krampus is my fave. 1980 says, tongue looks like a Hot Wheels track. Yeah, dude.
Kinda.
We weren't showing the Krampus.
We're not.
Oh, okay.
Not on the Stiltbeast Studios channel.
That's
This is
right.
only like 300 people, you know?
This is true.
Michael Lester says, I don't want a stunt wife. Sounds dangerous and exhausting. Now that I am.
Dangerous and exhausting.
Yes. Horror Beauty says, that is an awesome Krampus. Love the ribbons and on the horns. Any bells?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Chaining!
Bad
What
dog.
are you doing?
He's like nothing. Ooh, I'm just being a cool dog.
The scolding that's happening right behind that Krampus.
No. No. No, it's not for you. That's for me.
Abdiel Von Brave says, this
Mine.
Krampus is awesome. Lion Cook Thor says, 41 creepers. Thank you.
Woo!
Horror Beauty says, stealing things out of your drawers.
No, he's the food is up here.
Yeah, he's trying to get in on that.
Trying to carve a sandwich.
Oh, was that a pickle?
No.
Yeah, no, that's happening. I'll get over there in a minute. Lisa
You
Hart
said
says,
narf
whoever
a
ordered that
sandwich.
Krampus is getting a
Let
masterpiece.
dry.
Did you say narf?
Narf.
She said no.
Narf a sandwich?
Snurf. Snurf.
Wow, we're old.
Lisa Hart says, whoever ordered that Krampus is getting a masterpiece.
Thank you.
Warmonger says, Cheney wanted a sandwich. Michael Lester says, he has no remorse.
He ain't even
Horror
sorry.
Beauty says, nope.
He ain't even sorry.
Horror Beauty says, I need some hot cocoa, BRB. Yeah, bring it up for the class. Rob O'Brien says, we heard about the chicken breasts.
Man.
She posted it.
The upside was, and then I got steak for dinner because the chicken breasts were gone. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, that's nice.
Let's throw it off so much orange for your shirt. That's fine.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, check it out. You get close.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow, do we put lights on it? I guess it's that.
You are nice and metallic.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's not what it's for.
You got the back?
What's that?
Is the back cut out already?
Everything that was drawn out here is cut
Cool.
out.
Then we just have to con some of the sewing.
I can do it in a minute. Like Victoria says, I have dill pickle peanuts. Which, I don't know.
That just sounds unnatural that they flavor peanuts.
But they do it with like sunflower seeds and it's okay.
They do
so
it
I
with
imagine
popcorn.
it'd be okay with
I also
peanuts.
learned the secret to Chick-fil-A's chicken is
Pickle juice.
Pickle juice.
Yep.
It's on the chicken, and it's amazing.
Thank you.
I think I had dill pickle popcorn.
Don't worry, the
That's
hair
awesome.
came with.
Really.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, where did it go? He brought me a pickle with a giant hair on it.
The hair actually
Bruce
was on the
working on a
pickle.
werewolf right
On
now.
my
Yeah.
hand.
I was like, oh,
Luckily.
thanks. Next lady says the little bit Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah.
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 It's the pompadour.
Yeah, I did pompadour up the hair right here. I wanted it to come out. You know, I wanted a little bit of that.
Rob O'Brien says pickle juice and judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is 100% with it.
We'll discuss their chicken recipes, not their politics.
Uh-huh. Michael Asher says, what, the cucumber squeezings? Yep. They marinate all their chicken in pickle juice before they fry
Yeah.
it. And it's magical, you can do it at home.
Yeah, it's really good.
Even just doing it before you like grill chicken, oh, it's killer. Grumpy Creation says cool mix.
Thanks, homie. So, I mentioned that I was playing Conan Exiles, right?
Yes.
And I don't have enough time. If I play like on a team with other people, I'm just gonna disappoint people because I might be able to play 2 hours one day, you know, an hour the next day. But playing alone, I'm able to do some fun stuff. And I use the game mostly for building things, and I made the 7 dwarves in little characters, but I like, instead of Grumpy, I named him Curmudgeon. You know, they all have like similar names, but yeah, I made the 7 dwarves.
Content.
Yeah, you'll eat that taffy because I don't need to eat that whole bag. Left to my own devices, I will eat that whole bag.
We're gonna help you.
I've met me.
Boy,
I'll do
I
it.
ate one piece of taffy for like 9 days.
I'll do it again.
I don't know why I liked it.
Pops
I don't
on
know
the
why.
tube says hello, creepers and such.
Hello, I worked in Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh wow.
And I was a lifeguard there, and there's a place called Thrasher's Fried, but their big thing was saltwater taffy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was huge.
Yeah.
And I did not see the attraction.
Of saltwater taffy.
No,
That's
no, I'm
There's a
not.
candy Alan doesn't
Look
like.
at the machine.
I'm not a taffy fan.
Okay.
There's like, I don't like most candy. Like, I like chocolate. If there's chocolate in it, your odds are good I'm going to enjoy it.
Michael Astor says, hey Alan, be sure on your YouTube Wednesday to promote this channel.
I'm gonna try. You know what? Every night when I'm editing, I'm like, man, I really meant to record a commercial or something. Like, I barely mentioned Patreon, only in a voiceover. You know?
Do the thing that Rachel Maxey does and throw it over to promo Alan.
Well, I might. We'll see.
1986 Beauty and the Beast reboot starring Gene Simmons as the Beast and Lizzo as a beauty. Heck yeah.
I
would
would
watch
go
that
with
movie.
Gene Simmons and Phyllis Diller.
Wow. Okay.
Angie
Whoa.
Rogers says, I was wondering,
Yeah.
Stacey Allen,
Got
about my
really quick.
t-shirt that I get for a 20-month Patreon. I left a message on the merch page.
Yes, and we will get our Patreon payout, I guess they call it. That won't happen until like the 1st of January. And then, so right after that, we'll get that ball rolling. So right about mid-January, you guys should be seeing all the Patreon merch.
Yep. And, Angie, I got your size, and we need to make sure you get your color preference in, and so we can get that updated. But right now I've got the list updated of everybody's sizes and stuff, and those are still rolling in, which is why I asked as early as I did to give everybody time to eat. And then we'll roll those out at the beginning of the month.
Get me your deets.
Give me the deets. Horror Beauty says, okay, back. Hot cocoa and animal crackers. All is well now. What I miss.
Sweet.
Pickled peanuts.
Yeah, we talked a lot about pickle juice.
Just play it back. We'll be fine.
Jennifer Pugh says, I love Krampus' hair. Greg Watkins says, is the face of that Krampus bronzed?
Yes, this is all copper and gold, and it's a metallic Krampus.
George Hamilton of Krampus.
Yeah.
Greg Watkins says, is the, oh no, wait for that. Nick says, a shirt is just a napkin you wear. Change my mind.
You know, I think more that pants are the napkin you wear.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm way more likely to rub something on my pants. And this is gonna make me a terrible person. But if they're nice pants, then you don't want to rub it anywhere someone sees. So you have to rub it. You have to like reach down and wipe your fingers on the inside of your pant leg. No, it'll see that. See, those are non-napkin having tricks.
Thank you, Angie. I will make sure I will make sure we are updated with your purple. Enigma says that works too.
And this may be the first video on this channel that I don't have to delete
Oh, you deleted the previous ones?
because they're all terrible.
Oh.
No, I don't want someone's first video they happen to randomly watch to be me, you know, pantomiming, holding up pieces of paper. Can you hear me now? You know, I don't want that.
Greg Watkins says cool. Or Beauty says pickle juice is good, but fried pickles are better.
Hide frickles. Okay. Why are you doing this to me, Copper? We're going with gold. We're not going with copper. You know why? Because copper is leaking something.
Oh.
Like something is oozing out of the copper.
Oh my.
That is this green.
Oh my.
Like this green liquid is oozing out of the jar of copper. And it's solidifying. So, I don't know what that is.
Angie Rogers says Huddle House has good fried pickles. There's a Huddle House right around the corner.
There is,
here.
but I've never eaten that.
Oh, well, next time we'll have to go get fried pickles.
Yeah. Only the metallics leak the green stuff. Like this has a little bit on it,
How strange.
but yeah. I wonder if that tastes bad.
Don't eat it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Smells a lot like the sandwich I just ate.
I can't imagine it's because your fingers smell like that. Enigma says fried butter is a thing too.
Yeah, I don't want to jump right to heart disease. I also want some deliciousness.
Nice Katie says got distracted, came back to Ellen describing the best way to rub it.
Well, yes.
Jennifer Q says, yeah, I was recently introduced to fried pickles. I can't get enough. They're so good.
But why is it like leaking out and hardening?
Horror Beauty says maybe it's real copper.
Go ahead and show them the. Well, normally it is. If they're metallics, like you can see how much is down here at the bottom. If it's metallics, there's normally a ground up metal powder in there, and but I don't know what that solution is because the gold has some of it, but nowhere near as much as the copper does.
And Katie says oxidized bronze pigment. Bronze pigment.
Yeah, it's something in the catalyzer is separating, and it's forcing itself out of the cap in order to come down the outside of the bottle, which is pretty remarkable.
Angie Rogers says no zombie snail.
Yeah, this is far too big for like zombie that is eating it sideways.
Oh, there you go, Rizzy.
Yeah.
Got a bigger hand. Get in front of that camera, give me a zombie snail.
Just for you guys.
There you go.
I got slightly larger mitts than Alan, which I totally don't think is true.
That's your fur, Stan.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a little worse for the wear, but I don't think it's all here anymore.
I'm sure it's around somewhere.
There was a cleanup, and
There
lots
was.
of fur got put into a huge roll of fur
Oh, Lord.
and stashed in a corner. That's where I found these, but I couldn't find anything else that was the
I
same.
bet it's around.
Somewhere.
I bet it
Around.
is. It is
Oh,
around.
I totally read that as metallic sponge and not what it actually is.
Oh.
I was like, metallic
No.
sponge? I don't understand. Oh.
It's a metallic sponge.
Yeah,
We're gonna
definitely
go
metallic
with
sponge.
Definitely sponge.
Ron Shep says fried pickles are great, but they don't beat pig liquors. Chocolate covered bacon. Ooh, chocolate covered bacon.
Don't mix my bacon and my chocolate.
Listen,
please.
I will make and bring out the chocolate bacon cake that was one of the layers of our wedding cake. It vanished immediately. It's very good.
I don't
It's
know.
a savory, sweet, yummy.
I don't feel good about it.
Wow. You're wrong, but it's okay.
It's okay to be wrong.
I'm wrong all the time.
Warmonger says it's copper sulfate.
It's copper sulfate.
But why does it eject itself from the bottle?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is our real
It is,
question.
it is shooting itself out of the bottle at a slow rate, but still, it should stay in the bottle.
Michelle Schulte says, oh, I worked vending for years. Taters and tacos. I deep fried everything. Deep fried cheesecake slices were huge. Topped with powdered sugar, cherries, whipped cream, scoop of vanilla ice cream. Be still my fatty artery to heart.
Yeah. That I'm interested.
I was
That
gonna say.
intrigues me.
I'm in.
And you said scoop of vanilla ice cream.
That's basically,
Yeah.
although
Listen, just about
deep
anything
fried
on the road
cheesecake
can
pretty
get
much
me.
is just
I was gonna say
fried
like,
ice cream.
Yeah,
So
it's magical. And to be honest, I'm in. Like, there's a place by me called like it's just wings or something like that, and all they sell is wings, but also fried Oreos, like deep fried Oreos. And I'm like, look, I don't really care that much about wings, but deep fried Oreos and I were tight.
And Stan, do you have your laptop here?
Yeah.
Can you try and find out why the zombie snail shirt and the beast man beast?
Still aren't showing up.
Yeah, they're still not in the store.
Probably right next to the mask.
Ron Shep says, Alan, you have the right to your opinion, as wrong as it may be.
All of those, Stan.
Yeah.
You get them all in there.
Well, the mask shows up if you click directly on a link for it. It doesn't.
Yeah.
but-
Correct. So
So
do
weird.
the others.
Yeah.
I can get a link for them, but I cannot get them to show up in the store. Yo.
May have to pull them down and completely just
What's your name?
re.
You like manually added them to the store and it's still not
Mhm.
showing up. That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, like
I'll work on it in a minute.
a lot of green goo up there.
Angie Rogers says, I need to send you guys some Uranus fudge. Yes, it sounds gross, but it's real good.
Oh yeah.
Uranus.
Yeah, we
Uranus.
drive, we
Yeah, we
drive,
know all
we
about
drive
Uranus
past
fudge.
it on the way to St. Louis.
Yes.
We're not allowed to stop.
We also stop by we also drive by the KY Fun Park. We don't stop there either.
Jennifer Pugh says, zombie snail!
Oh yeah. I need.
Now that's the color that I wanted. That's for airbrushing some detaily areas.
Yeah.
There, you were being fun today. You're making more of it?
No, I'm giving you a pathway.
Just kidding. You know, if we just uncoiled the hose, it probably worked.
Listen, go on about your business. Line Pick Thor says, deep fried Little Debbie are awesome. I imagine.
I believe that.
Because I haven't met just a whole lot of stuff that deep fried wasn't awesome.
But it is an improvement.
It does exist. 1980 says Uranus on 44. Probably.
Yes.
Thank you, Michael Lassiter, for the link to the Stiltbeast Studios shop.
Now, will this show up? Let's find out.
Place your bets down, ladies and gentlemen.
Shows up.
Hey. Alright. Yeah, that doesn't suck. says, might need to make a run this weekend to Uranus.
I'm glad you're saying Uranus.
That's for you.
You normally wouldn't say that, would you? I appreciate your editing this stuff.
Michelle Schulte says, Twinkies, cosmic brownies, did all that.
Yeah, this is a great color.
Ross Richards says, hello, Creeper family. Sorry I'm late. Just got home from work.
Hello, Ross. You are excused.
Thank you, Michael Astor, for sharing the link to the Patreon. Greg Watkins says, shock question. What's the difference between the blue coiled air line coming from the ceiling and the orange one from the reel?
Okay, so the orange one goes to a hose reel right over there, and that'll reach all over the shop. And if you look dangling right next to it, you see the blue hose there. I hook that up to that connection, and then that will power all the drops along the ceiling, which are when I do an airbrush class, or if I need a lot of different people working on airbrushes at the same time.
Rachel Little says, I totally didn't get a notification for the stream, but I found it anyways.
Hooray! We were hiding from you. We're like, don't tell her.
Well, that's why I try and post them in the Stiltbeast Live Creepers Facebook group, so that when we go live, if you don't get a notification from here, maybe we'll get one from the group. Okay. He's got me all set up here. I'm
Okay.
gonna try and do both real quick.
I'm going to read while you, so.
Sure.
Okay. Where'd you leave off?
We're fine.
Hi, Michelle.
Well, just can't tell.
Rachel Little says, LOL wouldn't be the first time someone would have said and done that.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm adding the red on this is just getting lost in all these colors. So I'm actually just adding like a drop shadow to it, to the ribbon. So the ribbon stands out a little bit more.
Alright, we're gonna see some of
Yeah.
Ooh. Thanks for that.
I stepped over.
Uh-huh.
It was 1 foot.
Uh-huh.
All right.
There are times when maybe I go a little overboard when I'm making something. This is probably one of those times.
You know.
It's very ornate.
I don't believe it.
Go with ornate.
Apparently this has been an outdoor piece of fur. Why is there birds in it?
No idea.
It's a mystery.
1980 MK says, my wife mixed the Uranus runs for this year.
Nice of you to give her a break.
This isn't thick enough foam.
What's that, Rue?
That this isn't a thick enough foam.
Response.
No. Yeah, so this dark gold color that I've got is black and brown and gold all mixed together. It's really working well.
Greg Watkins says, Stan. Hi, Greg.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this boy over. This weighs
Oh, lovely.
so little.
No.
I think that's what we were going to try.
That's
to
it.
use, Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
Beefy.
Okay.
And you know what? The
Extra beefy.
leather cutting shears, just cut it.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you know you have to Dremel it anyway,
Yeah.
so just cut it with the shears.
Yeah.
El
Makes
Mantra
it
Art
gold.
says, this looks great with all the gold and bronze. It's like the Compass cake.
It is kind of fun. I'm very happy with it.
Rachel Little says, gift wrapping tip. Matte invisible tape is not invisible on glossy gift wrap.
It's
That's
true.
correct.
Those germs.
That worked correct.
Also, does not work great on the glitter wrapping paper. So you know what does? Hot glue.
The right hot glue works great on everything.
It's true.
The wrong hot glue makes people hate hot glue. Like, I like hot glue. You use the wrong hot glue.
Warmonger says I wrap gifts with duct tape.
Okay.
Are you gonna do the inside of them too?
So you mean like in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm about to do my cross and reach over.
Rachel Little says also loving the compass. When in doubt, just grab the gorilla tape.
Oh god.
I love Gorilla Tape.
I love
love Gorilla Tape.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but I cleaned up the wiring over there quite a bit.
I could definitely tell.
And I gorilla taped down the USB connections over there.
1980, Mike says, pimp my Seder.
Dude, pimp my Seder. Okay. Yeah, he is a little Seder-ish. Okay, horns is done, yo. All right, so one more shot. There we go. Now what I want to do, and it's a very subtle color difference in the horns, but it adds the concept of wear, you know.
There's all those completed gloves over there. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. I can try that.
Now you have the band, you have two stripes. It adds another dimensionality, dimensional.
Yeah.
It
Stop.
adds texture.
It adds dimension.
Depth.
It adds texture and depth. Indeed.
Indubitably.
Wish somebody would pin my Seder, you know what I mean?
Listen, tell your Seder needs to get out of the corner and work it.
Wow.
My Seder's going to have an account of OnlyFans.
Fawns only.
Yes.
Ryan Demon says, hope I'm not too late, didn't get a YouTube notification, hope everyone is well.
I am sorry about that. I think right now YouTube believes that this channel sucks because it's brand new and not a lot of people are subscribed, so they don't bother sending out notifications. Once I get over that 1,000 subscriber mark, which I should be able to do fairly quickly, that is when you'll start getting regular notifications.
Invite your friends, y'all.
Greg Watkins asks, what is the tongue made of? Is it fragile?
No, it is not fragile. It is EVA foam that has been heat treated and shaped and then dremeled to within an inch of its life. It is EVA foam. Actually, everything on this that is not hair is EVA foam. Or liquid nails.
Or liquid nails.
Okay. Andrew Rogers says, I'm thinking about making out a mini compass, but don't know yet. If I do, it will be... Why are you saying that when you know I'm going to read that out loud? There goes the surprise.
What's that?
Nothing?
Nothing. We didn't say nothing.
Are they saying this is too big?
Oh, no, nothing about that at all.
Okay. Nope. Let's dig through our drawer of bells.
1980 says, why do bright red turtle bells seem like the obvious accessory here?
I feel like they are.
What's the obvious accessory?
Bright red bells.
He said crotal balls. I don't know.
The pre-painted bells.
These are like the nice rusty ones. And I do think bright red is a good idea.
Ryan Demon says, I saw you make a tongue from Baccarat before. Which one is used in which situation?
If I have Baccarat, I'll use Baccarat. But I don't have to run a wire through it if I just use EVA foam.
Jennifer Pugh says, Ryan Dory says, hit the thumbs up, creepers. Jennifer Pugh says, if you wanted to make a bone or a shrimp, what would you make it out of?
If I wanted to make a what?
Bone or a shrimp, what would you make it out of if you wanted to?
I would sculpt it and mold it the same way I do with anything. But a bone, I would sculpt it and mold it. I'd sculpt it in monster clay. I would mold it in silicone, and then I would pour it up in Easy Flow 60. I think a ball hanging off of each of the end of these horns right here would be very nice.
Thank you, Rachel Little.
Yeah, like painted red.
Well, I'm going to wire them on first. Then I'll paint them red. Which kind of makes Stan cringe every time.
Greg Watkins says, is this the Krampus mask you started on the YouTube Wednesday?
Yes.
Totally different.
Wait. YouTube Wednesday?
Yeah.
I think it was a Wednesday night when I started this on Krampusnacht. I started this on Krampusnacht. Krampusnacht. Stan, would you hand me a pair of pliers out of there, please, sir? Twisting wire.
We should have
After I made that deer, I'm so sick of twisting wire. That was a lot of wire twisting.
That was a lot of wire. I'm glad that Rachel Little's dad is doing better.
Hooray, that's so good to hear.
Paul Bennett says, we'll watch the replay. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Paul.
Good night, Paul. Tina Kuziak says that Krampus is stunning.
Why, thank you. This Krampus says you're not so bad yourself. I think that's something a Krampus would say.
Seems legit. Alright.
Definitely not. You look tasty as like carrots.
Because they hate carrots.
Do they hate carrots?
So my wife,
Must be true.
my wife makes sugar carrots, and I like those. But it's carrots with a lot of sugar on them. So it defeats the point of being a carrot.
Does it?
Normally, carrots just kind of taste like dirt to me.
Greg Watkins says, oh, it's the same mask I was thinking. I just had the wrong day.
Oh, so this is it.
And isn't it New Year's next week?
It was New Year's last week if you're going by that same calendar.
Listen, the Stiltbeast timeline is all
Right.
that stuff. Our year has been janky.
I'm giving you haunt tips from the future.
From the haunt of the future.
I bet that's a reference I don't get.
It's not.
You just made it up with authority.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good too.
Alright.
Rachel Little says, best carrots are made with butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, and a dash of nutmeg.
Yum.
Yeah, leave the carrots out. That's delicious.
Alright. Thank you. Sewing break is over.
And I'm just twisting wire. What's that? These. They will work excellently.
Alright.
So I did the last
Use this.
ones out of.
Much cut.
Those are the scissors I can cut Abraham Lincoln out of a penny.
Dang.
Yeah.
Rachel Little says, I used to make those in the school kitchen and the kids love them. Those carrots. I imagine. Butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, and a dash of nutmeg.
Yeah, all those fat kids love it.
Jennifer Pugh says, I bet deep fried carrots would not be yummy. You know what? I'll take that bet.
I think they'd be better than regular carrots. Like, you
I've
want
had
your
deep fried
carrots.
carrots.
You
You
want
might-
your
I
carrots
was gonna
breaded
say,
and
you might-
fried or just carrots? Oh, breaded and fried.
Tempura veggies.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not bad.
Now, I gotta make my balls red. Jingle, that is.
Rachel Little says tempura fried carrots are yummy. Greg Watkins says the best carrots are pan fried with lots of oil. That way they slide out of the pan and into the trash can very easily.
Nice.
Riot Demon says, whatever technical difficulties were happening yesterday are not anymore. Was it a bad connection or something else?
It was, I had the wrong hertz. I had the wrong hertz. My hertz was wrong.
It hurts, don't it?
Yeah, they were set up for, one was set for CD hertz, and the other one was set for video hertz. And they did not play well together, hence me sounding like a Robo Munchkin. I'm a Robo Munchkin! But still we stand tall.
Cat Swift says, hello all, tonight's channel looks and sounds great.
So one of my favorite moments from the last Krampus Lab that we did
Yeah.
was when I was speaking to someone about their horns, and I'm like, just put them on and then spray paint them, which is what I always do. And Stan just looks like he was very hurt from the unnecessary. It's like, what if you get paint on the, like, you just don't get paint on the thing. He was very concerned. Yeah, just don't paint that thing.
Why am I putting things back where they don't go?
Don't know, man.
No.
Where I got it from? It's not working.
This looks like
Looks
that.
like that.
Yes.
That's left.
Yeah, those look good.
I'm sure they're bagged up somewhere. Lurking. Riot Demon says, I agree. I think the audio is better this way since we can hear the whole crew.
That's cool. I like that you guys can. I'm gonna have to be careful where I eat now.
Mike
Obviously.
Trzynowski says, hi guys, sounds great.
Hello, Mike Trzynowski.
Boy, those don't look, just beautiful.
Yeah, they're red.
You have to recopper the hair a bit, but.
Yep. I was knocking the red down.
Okay.
And then
I was
I'm
like,
going with the copper.
Don't do it, it's terrible.
I don't know if the copper could punch over the red.
Yeah, probably.
It'll punch over the gold though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't go over the red at all. Yeah, but it does the gold.
Well, good. Yay.
So, I think this guy, I'm playing with the idea of patinaing his face. And when I say that I'm playing with the idea, I mean that I really want to do it.
Careful getting those in there.
Yes.
They're perfect. They're beautiful. God, they're
What it would involve is me spraying the whole face with a solution that would activate the copper in there.
Yeah.
And I really wouldn't know what it looks like until the next day.
Well, I mean, I guess worst case scenario, if you hate it, you can just repaint it.
I could.
Rachel Little says, told my kids Santa is quarantined this year. All gifts will be from mom and dad. I'm amused. My 16-year-old and 14-year-old still believe Santa's real.
If you think about it, and hey, maybe we don't say that on the screen, because who knows who's watching.
I just read the comments. I don't vet.
But you don't have to read the comments. So,
Not vetting the comments.
yeah, right now we're probably okay because we only have like 300 people. I mean, but down the road,
Down the
you
road,
have to
okay.
not say stuff like that.
Okay. Noted.
I do tell YouTube it's not made for kids. However, I don't check the crush their hopes and dreams box. Now I was saying something. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to spray paint this copper, let that dry, and then use the patina on it
And see what it looks like.
to see what it looks like at least right off the bat.
Fair enough. Cat Swift says, if you missed it on the Facebook post, I found 2-inch metal balls that are perfect for Krampus bells at a grocery store in Christmas stuff. 3 bells for under $5.
Yeah, these ones are from Hobby Lobby. It's like 6 of them for like $6. Maybe like $5, I think. And they're already rusted. I mean, you could make that a Krampus bell pretty easy too. And it's big. I want the biggest bells of them all.
And they're really super shiny brass ones that they have of those. That are the exact same thing, same price, everything. Patina really, really well. When you
Nice.
hit them with the patina solution.
You can just buy the ones that are pre-patina.
Yeah, but I like the ones that I like mine different.
Is this the dark copper?
So does that paint have real metal
Has
flake?
metallic
So
flake
that's
in
why
it.
you don't have to dust it with real
Yes,
copper powder?
if you look in here, if you get up close, you can actually
Oh,
see it.
if you
Well,
scoot
because
the
sometimes they
camera
put
over,
things that aren't metal, like just to get the shimmer.
Yes. This is metal flake.
Okay.
Cat Swift says my 33-year-old and my 35-year-old still gets gifts labeled from Santa. Why not?
Of course. Of course.
Greg Little says, Rachel Little says, Greg, I agree. We do have real antique sleigh bells. I always go outside after they fall asleep and shake them. The neighbor kids have commented on hearing Santa too. I love that. Rodney Pope says, hello, creepers and Stiltbeast family.
I considered if I was ever going to be like a burglar, you just break into houses on Christmas night,
Oh, God.
and you don't take things that are presents, like you take old stuff,
Yeah.
you know, you take old things, but then you wear a Santa suit. If they catch you, like, they're not going to turn you in front of kids.
Lanker Thor says, I'm 37 and still believe in Santa. Good. He believes in you. Rachel Little says, I have a very small amount of gifts this year. I may choose one of the gifts for them both, if it's for them both, label it from Santa. Warmonger, Santa's absolutely real.
Without that. But then again, I also completely and thoroughly believe in Bigfoot.
Take that up just a hair. There you go. Making our Oscar.
Why don't you use the scissors?
I value her opinion. This is faster. It hurts my hand a lot less.
Oh. I've done that. We hands.
But we
I didn't
had.
think that I might put the muscle in my hand.
Lanker Thor says, I love me some Krampus though.
Hey, thanks. I too enjoy Krampus. I was looking back, and I got one of those Facebook memories from like 9 years ago, and
Yeah.
it was like, it said 2007, 2008, something like that. And at that point in time, I was trying to teach people about Krampus.
Yeah.
And they also were doing I'm a culture, not a costume
Yeah.
during Halloween time.
Yeah.
And it always said, it's not okay, I'm a culture, not a costume.
Yeah.
And I made one for Krampus that was, it's okay, I'm a culture and a costume.
Lanker Thor says, Bigfoot is real.
Yeah.
1980 says, Crodal bells are the ornate bells that were placed on horses pulling wagons to warn other travelers they were approaching.
Yeah.
Michael Astor says, I can absolutely see Ellen doing Santa Carl and burglarizing homes.
Yeah.
Lisa Arndt says, dress up like a grouch, then you can say you're bringing things back to your shop.
I'm Santa. I'm working.
I work here.
What are you doing? I'm working. I'm Santa.
Oh, self-explanatory. No one knows what you're talking about.
Anybody on the Creepers page ought to.
Did that go on the Creepers page?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shannon shared
Oh.
Yeah, in case you haven't seen it, Shannon shared a video on the Creepers page of Carl as Santa. 1986 looks like an award.
This is the prestigious
It's a
award.
major award.
Foreshadowing.
1980 says, and the hoppy goes to. Greg Watkins says, okay, why are you painting that bust?
Because I want to patina the bust to see if I want to patina the mask. Because I think I want to patina the mask. But that's a big commitment. And this is very unlike me to second guess and not just slap it on there. But, so something is telling me that I shouldn't do it. And if something is telling me that I shouldn't do it, I need to find out why.
Jennifer Pugh, I'm working.
It was working.
You were laying in the parking lot.
So, which was working. Because, so what happened was, what I did was,
It's Scott and says, it's okay, I work here.
I would lay down in the parking lot, and as people would come up, I would get the males in a family to all stand like they're peeing on Hobo Santa, and get a picture, like get their wives take a picture from behind them, and that was many people's Christmas card, was them peeing on Hobo Santa Carl.
Jordan Bunt says, hey Alan, did you make the Krampus mask you were wearing at Dark Hour this past weekend?
I did, yeah. That's one of my elf masks. That is one of these guys.
Warmonger says, don't you apply patina to a wet surface?
It depends.
Line Quick Thor says, test it first. Jennifer Pugh laughs out loud.
This sucker shot moments ago. Like, I got this to shoot out patina.
Mere moments ago.
Something's saying don't do that.
You broke it good.
Ooh!
Oh,
I have pressure.
There you go.
All right.
Line Quick Thor, I work here. Oh. This
Does
never
it-
happens to me.
Because people are watching.
1980 says depends to prevent a wet surface. Jordan Blunt says epic. Half of it be wet. Cat Swift says, Alan, would you post a picture of this weekend's Krampus mask on Facebook? Wanted to show it at work and couldn't get my Patreon to open on my stupid phone.
Yes. Creepers page? Is that okay? And I
Same
don't
one that's
have.
on the.
An empty spray bottle?
It actually is the title page of the Creepers page right now, I think, isn't it?
No.
Well, it's in it.
Should be a Creepers page.
Well, I mean, is it the same Krampus as from Krampus Party last year?
What are you laughing at, Jennifer?
Yes.
Pugh?
Yeah. So it's the already is on the Creepers page.
Yeah, but not a good picture of the face.
Not a great one.
I posted a real good one on Patreon.
Ah. What did you think so much about?
It was a video.
Bitch.
Hang on, guys, I'm transferring my patina.
Cat Swift says, thanks, yes, that'd be fine. The Creepers page is the highlight of our break room. That's cool. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Just gonna let it drip.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I like it. 1980 says, okay, Clawful is really creeping back there.
That's what you do.
Oh.
This isn't what I was hoping it was.
Well, maybe it's gotta dry.
Oh, I can make that happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna be oh, please, this never happens.
Well, it happened now. Get the top.
1980 says, toilet cleaner?
This is like the real legit patina stuff.
Greg Watkins says, patina, that's a Martha Stewart word.
Or a hot rod word.
Or a, ancient architecture word, or a sculpture word.
No, there's nothing wrong with Martha Stewart. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I love it.
I think she does some good work.
She served her time.
Right. Wasn't it like insider trading?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which really turned like, I think this is going to do pretty well.
Yeah.
I should buy some of that. Yep, it did well.
And 1980 says, okay, so tiny bowl.
This stuff is probably deadly poison.
Oh, good. so glad we're using it.
This does not evaporate quickly. I do see some patinaing happening, but not enough. Like,
Yeah. Do you think the copper airbrush stuff would react better than the copper spray paint?
this is gold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to use the copper.
Okay.
It leaked so much of the green stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how much green stuff is in it. So,
A lot.
what if its ratio is off and now its pH is wrong?
It'd be terrible.
It would be. It could be. It is patina ink, but it's taking its sweet time.
Cat Swift says, Alan, will you explain what you're doing, or maybe we shouldn't know?
Okay, so
Explain what patina is.
when copper ages, it emits a green like copper sulfide. It's kind of a copper salt basically, and it sort of emits out of it. So old copper has this green sheen to it, and it catches, and there's green and there's white crusty bits. So I want to have some of that on this mask. I think I do. But I have with me patina in a bottle, which is this, which I actually use on my apocalypse masks when I shoot it with iron powder. I use this on my apocalypse masks. And this is from a company called Sculpt Nouveau. I don't know if there's enough in the paint to catch the patina, but you can see like this has turned really green. So this is patina ink, but it's not doing it fast.
A little out of focus.
Whenever you put on a copper roof, the parts that you want to patina, you pee on, and that will kickstart the patina process. Otherwise, you might have to wait years.
There you
Pulling it in. Yes.
Or you could just spray it with ammonia.
go.
Or you could spray it with ammonia.
1980. Jennifer Pugh says he needs a beard and an Abraham Lincoln hat.
But people who do that don't drink as much Coke Zero as me.
1980 says hydrogen chloride.
Maybe.
Pretty much.
I'm not sure, and pretending to know is dangerous. So.
We can make all sorts of dangerous chemicals.
No, no, no. I'm going to grab some paints and see if I'm going to mess with painting a patina.
We also have that blue
Teal spray paint?
teal spray paint.
Yeah. And because of the new channel, I am able to hop on my phone
That's
and
true.
look at our referrals.
You are. 1980 says hydrogen chloride is bowl cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do have to spray it.
No.
No. Jennifer Pugh says 1980 is a chemist.
That's better than being a street pharmacist.
Woo.
Hi, wife.
Hi. Best
Hi.
wife is best.
Hello, baby.
What you got there?
Bring in the warm cookies. The warm cookies.
No.
Warm-
That's
Ooh,
too
baby.
low. That is far too low.
I'll take care of that. Oh no, bucket down.
Rue broke things to get the cookies.
1980, or Angie Rogers says she's playing with clay, guys. Hey, you know.
He tucked and rolled.
Oh my.
What are you making with clay, Angie? Thank you. Oh, there you go. Don't fall apart. Oh, that was real good.
Hi, Rue. You're off camera.
Am I?
You are all way off camera.
I'm better at this.
There you go. Lots of
largest.
pillows for Shannon. She dropped cookies and ran, y'all.
Yeah.
She flung the plate of cookies into the room and was like, "Get up!"
So hot.
Jennifer Pugh says, Mike Trzynowski says, nice guys. Catswip says, treats arrive and they leave and are silent.
Sorry, y'all.
Alright, Steven says, those look delicious. They are.
Shannon set them a little too low. Alright, so you can see here, that's copper patina. That. And I do want a little bit of blue in here. I'm gonna grab some blue. Dang, it's a good cookie.
Jennifer Pugh says, chocolate chip.
Chocolate walnut?
It's chips are involved. I think it's called the $1 Million Cookie Recipe.
Michelle Schultz says, thanks to Shannon, most of my house is a buzz. They've never had mold line and they don't drink much. I'm telling y'all, it's dangerous.
Literally a buzz.
Jennifer Pugh says, fresh out of the oven?
Oh, yeah.
You better believe it. Warmonger says, this camera is great, I can smell cookies. Scott Colehart says, hello everyone, sorry I'm late.
What's up, man?
Hey Scott, let's make you a
Okay,
moderator.
can you make him a moderator?
Boom, done.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Yeah, so we were getting some patina with the spray. So just so I can show you guys, if you look up top, I haven't touched that with paint yet. And you can see some green up there, but I wasn't a fan. And it took too long.
Greg Watkins says, so Statue of Liberty-ish is patina?
Yes, that's copper patina. She's made of patina at this point. One day I'll find the copper patina.
The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Dang it, Alan, now that's going to be stuck in my head all
So when you are doing something like this with a chip brush, notice I'm dabbing, but I'm also rotating my hand as I dab because I don't want to get the pattern of the bristles to be the same. So you rotate.
I am so accustomed to rotating hand tools like paintbrushes and markers and colored pencils and stuff like that when drawing, so you keep your tip even. That when I draw with a stylus, my stylus pen has buttons on it, and I invariably will rotate it enough that I end up clicking the buttons. I'm like, oh no, stop.
Stan, did you leave a stylus here?
Is this you, Stan?
Yes.
It is. I was right.
Oh yeah.
Angie Rogers says, making something special. All right. Look forward to seeing it. Rodney
I
Cook
still
says,
got warm chocolate chip on. Thank you, Stacey.
You're welcome. Rodney Cook says, I foam filled one of my small masks last night, but I just put a pre-poured one back in the mold and it didn't do so well. Live and learn.
You put yeah, it's hard to do it back in the mold.
He says, it wasn't horrible, but it could have been better. Line Quick Thor says, thanks, I just got that out of my head. Rainbow connection.
Here to help. See, now I'm going in with a different color of green, a stronger green. Not in all the same places, but sometimes it just overlaps.
I really like that lighter one. I don't know how I feel about the darker green.
It's all going to meld together.
Greg Watkins says, sorry, Alan and Stacy. Willie might have done it better, Willie might have done it better than Kermit. That's fair.
Wait.
Why are there so many songs without rainbows?
There's a sentence I used to say, and once I said the sentence, I could talk like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
But now I forget the sentence.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog, you're... that wasn't quite it.
Wasn't it?
Is he your favorite Muppet?
Dark? Yes. Without doubt. He was my favorite one. See, you go over the dark green with this almost white, and that knocks it back down. He's right, it's too strong.
I only do a good gold. Well, and rock.
That was
Let me pull the rabbit out of my hat.
That was really good.
Wrong hat.
That trick never worked. Rob O'Brien says, I did a set of stairs in this patina. Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Jennifer Pugh says, I liked Oscar the Grouch. Grouch.
Well, he wasn't a Muppet. He was a Sesame Street character.
Well, he was a Muppet on Sesame Street, but
Yes.
No.
he wasn't of the Muppet Show.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
No.
My hand to go.
Sesame Street characters are Muppets.
They're not Muppets. They're
They're
Sesame
in-
Street characters.
Warmonger says, one would have to have amazing self-control being around Shannon. Good food, booze, and cookies. Damn. I'm telling you.
You see
You
these
have no
Muppets?
idea.
These are the good Muppets. They get the name Muppets.
Angie Rogers says, have to go pick up the rest of the stuff and let Clay dry. I'm not leaving.
That does look like copper patina.
It does.
And yet, I don't want to do it on mask.
Yeah.
I think I want the mask to be straight.
My particular favorite kind of patina is the kind that we sort of get to do on the APOC masks, which is the gritty kind.
Yeah.
Like the Ron Shep says, yes, they are Muppets.
As they are.
They are made by the Muppet Workshop.
Greg Watkins says the only one that's a Muppet is Big Bird.
What?
But I
Isn't
would have
the
to go
Muppet-
and say Gonzo.
I would say Muppet's like the only,
like
like,
Gonzo's an overlap.
Grover is totally a Muppet.
Yeah.
Like,
Kermit's an overlap.
yeah, Gonzo was totally in all of the Muppet shows. Fozzie was too.
Fozzie is my favorite. I feel like to the surprise of absolutely no one.
No.
Yeah. Shocked face.
Oh, yeah, no. Don't do it.
I like it. I like it on screen.
I don't hate it. But, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so I've left you, and I am looking at the screen, and I'm looking at the copper patina on the body, and I'm wondering if I want it on the mask. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the copper patina should go on the mask, or no?
Greg Watkins says he was in the Muppet movie. Big Bird.
He was. He was indeed.
Stanley S. says no. Mike Trzanowski says no.
Y'all are scared.
I think it needs
I think they're scared.
more
Y'all are
darker
afraid.
green to it.
And also, this is
Scott
not...
Goldberg says yes.
Don't be scared.
1980 says Muppets are all
I
Jim
think you
Henson's
should use the
creations.
actual patina stuff.
It didn't work very well. It will take too long.
It's gonna take too long. That's
That's
the problem.
a lot of
Michelle
layers.
Schultz says, I like the look. Susan Mattias says, please don't do it on the Krampus. Oris Tier Studios says, absolutely a good contrast. Riot Demon says, too much, I think. Something different. Line Thor says no. Susan Mattias says, no.
That itself needs
Michael
more
Astor says, the
dark
high
green.
points would look great. Rob O'Brien says, yes. Ron Shep says, no. Jennifer Pugh says, I like it shiny. Line Thor says, no. Al Mantra Art says, I like the look of the patina butt. I think it should look like it's dripping down or smeared down. 1980 says Fraggles, Dark Crystal, etc. They're all Muppets. Jennifer Pugh says no, not on the mask. Horror Beauty says I think yes. Michelle Schulte says everything is checked with the hand. Cameras, heat guns. Rodney Pope says I think so. Big Monkey Fez says Puppeteer here. The puppets on Sesame Street are Muppets.
Yeah, I know they're Muppets.
Boom!
Because they're made by Jim Henson Muppet Shop.
Yeah. Jennifer Pugh says it's your mask, you do you. James Whittle says it could use color, but patina is not the way.
I don't want it to have like just color, you know. I right now it's pretty striking.
Yeah.
It's pretty striking as it is, and I'm tempted to say it's done.
I like it. The way it looks right now. Ronnie Pope says that Krampus looks awesome. Greg Watkins says tongue and teeth.
Where you get shot?
Nice. No problem. Just know I was, like, had my back to the camera a second ago.
Right.
Well, Warmonger says I'm not a fan of patina, that's why God created Brasso.
Hey man.
Me and the snit.
Was that military bleeding through?
Cleaning brass made me it got me through a lot of hard times, I should say, when I was a young man in Orlando.
Me and the snit says I use a sponge to paint the green on. I use spray bottle with thinner to randomize it. Larry
Right.
Hughes says I agree it needs something, but a great mask hard to decide.
When I lived in Orlando, I lied to a manager of Subway, right? And I said, I have a brass cleaning business and I'd be happy to swing by once a week and clean all your brass for $20. And the manager was like, that's a deal. And I think he just paid me out of his pocket. But then he had like a couple Subways. So I ended up doing like 9 different Subways.
Nice.
Yeah. And often I would just trade it for a free lunch. And then I would go there on days when I wasn't cleaning their brass, and I would still get a free sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I didn't ask for it, but they
just
gave
gave
it to me.
you. 1980 says red beads in the beard. Hipster Krampus.
I was actually just thinking that because I have smaller bells.
And I was gonna say you've got this bright red in the back. I wouldn't hate bringing that up to the front because you've got a real
I was
bright.
thinking that too
Wow,
because
love
I
them.
have
tiny red bells.
these. I
Ah,
have these bells,
yes.
which could be tiny and red.
Yeah.
And you could do a couple up here,
Yeah. Give them a
like
bleed or something.
in some of the furs.
Yes. Bring that color forward.
The reds with the furs, the whole.
James Whittle
Krampuses.
suggests black. Gina Kusiak says, I say leave it, it's so pretty. Jordan Bunn says the mascot character I portray was designed by Bonnie Eckerson. She was the creator of Miss Piggy, among other Henson creations.
Awesome.
For characters. James Whittle says it's really good, like it is. Susan and Ty says don't you eat. Cat Swift says, what about the tongue? Should it have some bit of color?
Well, the tongue is bright gold, where everything else is kind of a little bit muted down. So the tongue actually does stand out to my eye pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm going to spray paint these guys, and we'll get some bright red on them.
Yeah, I think bringing that to the front. will make a
Yeah,
big
just
difference.
4 more red bells will, in here probably. That'll work.
Yeah, we did lay a lot more hair in, so. Greg Watkins says Patina's
Excellent.
bells.
Yeah, pulling the red into it would be good. I was kind of chewing on that when I saw the little bells over here, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, I like that you've got a transitory red, like you've got your really bright red on the back, and then kind of the burgundy with the ribbon around the horns, and then bringing that up to real red.
Do you have any more of that green?
Stanley, oh yeah, we got tons
Yes.
more of that ribbon.
I mean, you do like little dread braids wrapped in ribbon before the belts.
That ribbon is too stout for that.
It's beefy.
Like, it's even tough to get around the end of the horns here. So you'd need so much hair for that to work. This is for a customer's order, but they told me to go crazy.
Yeah. Stanley S says, looks like it belongs in a treasure vault. 1980 says, I would pinstripe the bells, little details for people to notice.
You have more time than me.
That would be amazing.
Hey, Rue, would you drive My bells, please.
Yeah. I'll gladly dry your bells.
Is there enough sandwiches for each of us to have two?
There's enough sandwiches for you to have too. I'm tapped on
I'm
sandwiches.
full.
So,
I got one started over there.
Warmonger says poutine in the bone that's going in the mouth. Oh, y'all, his face.
Scott Colehart, you know what to do.
I need to comment on her so I can make myself a moderator. Oh, you genius.
Evil genius.
Evil genius. Brr. 1980 says, by pinstripe, I mean use paint marker. I'm sure you have one or two left.
In case you guys didn't know what I just did there, that I'm getting called a genius for. The cookies are right here.
Hit the cookies with a heat gun.
This is so good.
They're really good.
Rude, you want to talk to him while you're working?
Just touching that up a little bit there. I wish I had more to say right now. You guys could make fun of me.
Eight of those
You know,
now
but
hot again cookies.
I'm pretty used to it by now. Tell you what a big jerk Alan actually is when no one else is around. I was dumping out masks. He proceeded to come and help me with an exceptionally heavy mold that we have. And he managed to get latex all over his hand. He decided that my nice hairy arm was the perfect place to wipe that off on. Yeah. This is the Alan you guys don't get to see.
Riot Demon says, watching literal paint dry. It's fascinating.
Isn't it though?
Jennifer Hughes says, that red is so bright. Greg Watkins says, Brew, tell a story.
Oh boy, I'm so not in a story mood right now.
How'd your Krampus escape room go?
If people escaped.
Nobody escaped.
Okay.
So
So good?
no, nobody escaped. We did do a escape room. It was sort of Krampus
no.
themed. That didn't work at all.
Plan not
Those
work
are
as hoped.
way stickier than I expected them to be still. We'll cover that right up. These don't dry very quick. Just the red doesn't dry. And it's the weather.
Cold.
Even with the heat gun. The alcohol ink bottle
Bravo
right
Brian
next to
says,
the
I'm
heat.
sure the master had a lesson for you to learn with the latex.
No, he was just being a jerk. There was no lesson. There was a lot of giggling.
I said, that latex is going to suck it out of your arm here. And he looks down at his arm, and that's when I wiped it on it. And he was holding a heavy mold at the time, so he couldn't do anything about it.
Good night, Michael Lassiter.
He was busy holding a mold.
Good night, Michael.
Good night, sir.
Alright.
Yeah. That's... With great wisdom comes great shenanigans.
Mike Cherzanowski says, heat gun 101. Lion Victor says, if you hit the door hard enough, you'll get out of the room.
Yes.
Riot Demon says, would your heat gun oven be good for drying items like this? Or not
It would be
really?
great. Yes.
We don't have it set up right now. I don't even know where it is right now.
Or
Oh, there it
Student
is.
Studio says the lesson was shave your arms.
No, because it actually comes out pretty easy with like hand lotion.
Yeah, I already got it all out.
Craig Walker says
It
wear long sleeves.
wasn't that bad.
Bruce, walk with me.
No, I actually-
cord around your cord.
I will be shaving my arms again very shortly here anyway.
Robert Bryan says the lesson has been learned. Are you getting new ink?
No.
No, just it's easier to not have to take latex out of your arms there.
Trying to shave your arms.
Yeah. It also makes my tattoos look good. So,
That's true.
double bonus.
It too.
They look like 10 times brighter. Hot tip, if you have tattoos and you want them to look really bright and shiny, just use silicone lubricant. Yeah, well, hey, it works.
When you rub it on the tattoo. I was like, how would that help?
Stacy.
Future coach.
Okay, Stan, any luck with tooth spray?
I need to find the rest of this file. Maybe you can do some of the file.
Casper says, okay, we can't let that slide. Why is we're going to shave his arms soon?
Because it makes my arms look, my tattoos look better.
You could pull it up on the bottom
And
screen, Stan.
I don't have to pick latex out of the
and
hair.
not affect the comments.
Next thing he says, my meds are wearing off. Picture this: military compass, green ghillie suit, camo Krampus mask with a bandolier of Jingle Bell grenades, military-style boots that are shaped like the hook.
Your meds are wearing off.
I like.
Remedicate.
I'm a traditional guy, I guess.
Good night, Jennifer Pugh.
It's all right, 1980. If you don't swing at all of them, you'll never knock one over the fence.
Riot Demon says, pumpkin heads look great.
Thanks. I'm getting happy with him.
Hello, boys.
Saw that, Cheney.
Go check out what the sandwiches were.
Mm-hmm.
Stinkers.
Right now I'm using a silicone tips tool. So one of the things that we have to do when we're sculpting is I want you to look at this tooth and know that it's made out of something different than the skin on the face is made out of. And texture is the best way to do that. In these silicone tips tools, when you run it over the clay, it leaves a real smooth, almost glossy finish. And that is what I want on these teeth. Then I'll do a brush texture up here.
Nice Day says, you say that now, but half my harebrained ideas end up as a movie on sci-fi.
That doesn't mean they're good, 1980.
So, if I didn't have a mouthful of cookie.
from the producer that brought you Snow Spiders. Yeah, we kept him. Here comes Sewer Sharks.
Yeah, he still has a job.
They're doing a thorough inspection to see if anyone has dropped crumbs.
Yeah, I would too.
Next lady says, coming 2021, World War Krampus.
Yeah, we actually did that for a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Dark Hour, the whole theme was the Krampus and the Bad Elves were fighting a genie and Christmas toys because someone wished that a teddy bear was alive, and then the teddy bear felt like his people were enslaved, so he got the genie, and he wished all toys were alive and could fight back against Santa and his elves who were oppressing him. It was a good time.
Rodney Pope says, I have to get me one of those tools you're using on those teeth. I thought the one I had was good until I used that one at Monster Can.
It is and the color tells you the rigidity of it. So this is kind of a light blue color.
Riot Demon says, how will you do legs for your costume? Since I vaguely remember you saying you don't wear digit grade stilts.
You make the regular stilts look like they're digigrade. You sculpt it in.
With fur and stuff.
Or you wear digigrade stilts.
Right. Unless you want to work the whole time or not fall down at parades.
Well,
Did you fall down the parade?
I did not fall down. I fell out. I quit. Actually, I did fall down eventually because I couldn't walk anymore.
Right. And at Krampus Walk, you had one break on you, right?
Yes and no. It didn't break on me. It bent on me. And it bent because I did something stupid.
Ah.
So it was totally my own fault.
Like walked in a parade.
Well, like stepped backwards off of a curb
Oh.
that I didn't realize was there.
Rodney Pope asked, where would someone get one of those tools?
Amazon is where I got these.
And I won't say the extenuating circumstances as to why I fell out of the truck.
One day, I will
Can I have a Shell Schulte?
have an Amazon affiliate link, and I'll have all this stuff linked. Today is not that day.
Besides, that whole thing was on the worst cobblestone road ever to exist.
Yeah, yes, it was.
To be fair, I might have broken my leg on regular stilts on that road.
I did all right.
Well, let me tell you, you and the regular stilts, like next to everybody on there, look so imposing. Like,
Oh yeah, you were
Just-
so big.
large.
And it's funny because in that photo, like I'm like what, 7 foot pretty easily,
Yeah,
and
you look-
Alan's like towers over the top of me.
I like me some stilts. All right, I feel better about the teeth. They're not 100% done, but I gotta let them dry up a little bit, and then I can kind of polish them even more. But now I go in.
And Katie just sent me this. I want you. Crank us out.
Yeah.
Let me see. That looks like a different version of Brahms Krampus.
Yeah.
I think that's from the cover of Brahms.
It's turned a different way. Because the Brahms
Right.
is straight on.
Riot Demon says, Rue makes his own digigrade stilts.
He does.
It does.
And we're working on developing them for a product for us to take to trade shows. It's just a little bit of a slow go right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a ball stylus. Are you still drying those, Rue?
Yeah. Well, I'm on the backside of them now.
Okay.
So.
Ooh, good. Ball styluses are right here.
Ball. It's definitely required in people. What's the status of Shannon's ghost? Shannon's ghost is
It's molded and 9/10 clean.
yeah.
That's what she says. Alan, on Sculpey clay, we brush on a clay conditioner to remove all fingerprints and make it smooth. Would this work on your clay?
Yeah, but you don't really need it. That's kind of a solvent. You can do it with water, really, or I can just go over it with a brush. You know, I can go over it with a brush like this, and that's going to get all that off. You know. And then it just gets firm enough over time where you don't have to worry about it.
Yep. Golly.
What's that, Rue?
Because
Right.
Sweet ass time.
Language, Stacy.
What? Cat Smoke says, sounds good. Water's always cheaper. Sorry.
Yeah. You had to mentally rewind to figure out what you said, didn't you?
I don't feel like that's a bad word.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. They don't say it on sitcoms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in sitcoms.
They do now?
They
Oh,
do.
yeah, they absolutely
They say some stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, if you can say the B word on network television,
I think you only get one like per episode. It's like an F-bomb in an R movie.
I haven't been swearing at the store tonight, really.
Yes.
They're
I don't
gonna-
know if you guys can even tell what's happening now with the schnozzle of him. But it's just giving a little texture to it.
Scooch it over just a hair. There you go.
Oh, no, it's too low.
You do you. Yeah.
Sure.
See, Baba Dazza says I'm cool.
Well, she had the YouTube censors.
Baba Dazza says nah. They're gonna meet me in person and figure out how much I swear regularly.
Oh man.
And be like, wow, you're remarkably not foul-mouthed on the letters.
You're very restrained.
Andrew says Mac was looking up something for a surprise.
Hooray.
Surprise!
Stacy and Rue curse considerably more off camera.
Warmonger says Stacy, my virgin ears.
Stan curses too, but he like looks both ways before he does it.
Rob O'Brien says, how is Stan's sculpt from Wednesday?
It is still where it was Wednesday. I haven't had time to work on it, and Stan hasn't had time to work on it.
That is looking really good on him.
Lion Cook Thor says, Stacy, I'm just teaching what, I'm just teaching you what to say. There you go. Thanks. Thank you, Scott Colehart, sharing that link.
And I like this kind of faceted that I'm getting with it.
Yeah.
Rue, quit sticking your finger in it. It'll dry faster.
Obviously not. If I had just left it, but no, they gotta be dry by now.
Let them cool down. Give them a minute. Take a smoke break.
Nah. Already got that.
Rachel Little says my language would make the devil himself blush. Listen, I have a patch on my jacket that says face of an angel, mouth of a sailor. Like, I'm there, guys. Angie Rogers says, I'm about to make instant chow mein chicken flavor. Yum.
Hooray.
Making stuff.
Counts.
Totally counts. Did you make memes? Those count. But only if they're relevant to what we're talking about.
And it's the first one. Like,
Yeah.
well, that should be the first place you share the meme.
Yeah. The OG original.
No one wants recycled memes. And a lot of people know me as like the Halloween person. So I get a lot of Halloween things shared that I have seen. The worst was like 80 something in 1 week.
Gregory Haynes says, hi, folks.
It was when that screaming portrait video was going around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much so when I saw them at a trade show, I yelled at them.
Angie Rogers says, also making a little something else. Hey.
Hooray! And now that was a little pronounced, so I'm calming that down
Knocking back your craters.
with the brush. So I get some texture, but I don't have what I had before.
Chris Mayfield says, I'm sitting here watching Alan and Crystal make stuff.
Hooray!
Is it Crystal or is it Crystal?
I think it's just pronounced Crystal.
Well, it's Krystalle.
Yes,
So it could be Crystal.
it could. I don't think so.
Cat Swift said, I had a car full of middle school kids and a jerk cut me off real bad. I pulled him alongside him and let out a scream. And I saw the kid's jaw drop. My cred went way up.
Yeah.
My kids are like, geez, Mom. Calm it down.
Did you have to do it?
I'm not an angry cursor. Like, I don't have road rage really. And, like, it takes a lot to get to the point where I'm going to cuss you out hardcore. But it's just a regular, like, day-to-day kind of thing.
I've been working on cussing more.
Yeah. you're doing
I've
a
been
good
trying.
job. Like Nate says, looks a bit like Godzilla.
I have.
No, funny.
Yeah, he has a bit of a schnout.
Greg Watkins says, that mic you're using is awesome. I heard the air scrubbers and thought I had a fan on.
Yeah, it's a good microphone. And only one air scrubber is on right now. I think it would be overwhelming for you guys if all of them were on.
Like Victor says, you need to work in a kitchen. Some of the stuff we talk about would blow your mind. My kitchen Spanish swearing is pretty good too.
I don't want my mind blown. I'm happy with my mind the way it is.
Ezekiel says, my wife just yells, they can't hear you, wind down the window.
I do like the skin breakup that this is putting on it. So for the record, I think this will be a full suit.
1980 says, I can hear the brush.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a...
Chris Mayfield says, good job. Takes a lot of talent to use the cursing in the proper context. Angie Rogers says, 46 creepers.
46.
I think what we need to do is, before we go live here next time, is to make a post on the regular Stiltbeast
Yeah.
YouTube page.
That's probably a good idea. Hey, if I
We're
were good at
figuring it
marketing,
out.
I wouldn't be in this boat.
Oh no. What do this?
Ball stylus. Did it roll that far?
I can't see where it went at all, actually. Shoot. There you go.
Sunkhole.
Cat Swift says this is the quantity of the curse words. It's the use of a few really good phrases that has the best impact, especially when they're said by an old person.
Occasionally, I will be thrown into a fit of John Cleese-like rage, where I will call people names but not actual curse words. Yeah, like I might call someone soggy toast.
Yeah. You
Which-
absolute walnut.
Yeah. You perfumed parlor snake.
Gregory Haynes says, yes, I think you're missing some folks. 1980, someone mentioned that last time. Warmonger says, when Alan isn't on camera, he's swearing and beating the wife and hounds.
That's right.
A.J. Rogers says, son of a biscuit. You son of a two-toed biscuit-eating dog.
On roller coasters, I will yell words as if I was yelling curse words. But it's like, Lithuania! Yeah, because there's kids around, you know.
Greg Watkins says, night everyone, lids are getting heavy. Good night, Greg.
Good night, sir. Now I've got to treat this bottom lip somehow.
So,
So we pull out our Pumpkinhead reference.
here. Angie Rogers says, kids have virgin ears, they don't need to hear bad stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't say a bad thing, though.
How dare you, Stacy?
I feel like his lips are a little closer to his teeth.
Yeah, his mouth is closed.
Yeah,
His mouth is open.
right.
So, yeah.
I mean, just like closer in, not closer up. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ryan Demon says, "What's your favorite Pumpkinhead movies?"
Oh, I kind of like all of them. Now, some of the later ones are not that good. You get to 5, like Blood Wings, I think it is, or that's 3 maybe. But I mean, they're all fun. I get to see a big monster attacking people, and for the most part, they're all guys in suits. They're not too much CG in them, so that's nice.
Flying Cook Thor says, "In high school, I called my bully a rooster fish, and he didn't get it, but the lunchroom did."
Yeah. I don't get it either, but don't explain it, Stacy.
I wasn't gonna. 1980 says, "Just enough room in that mouth for a jumbo shrimp."
Stacy,
What?
5 minutes.
Why do I have to go in timeout?
You know. That's the parent thing. You know what you did. I don't
I'm
know
not
what I
mad,
did.
just disappointed.
Those are very busy lips.
Well, this is the actual mask, so.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. And this is my Kemper W21, one of my favorite sculpting tools.
Horror Beauty says he's kind of looking like a Critters.
Yeah, well, same time period, you know. So there is a influence in design just from the time that they were made.
Cat Swift says, "I often revert to old country cursing. Not only can it be very impactful, but they also confuse folks. They don't know if they should feel insulted or not." Al Mantra Art says, "Alan, what are the eyes in this made of? They look great. Can you see through them, or will it have separate eyeballs?"
Well, I normally make the mask and then figure out the eyes. So what will probably happen is these eyes will get made out of screen, window screen, domed, and then painted, and you'll be able to see out of those.
Susan Atai says, "Heading out, night all." Good night, Susan. Angie Rogers says, "We need that creepy clown guy."
That's exactly what we need.
1980 says, ever hear the phrase unicorn fist?
No. Isn't that like sticking your thumb up? Wouldn't
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be a unicorn fist?
I do.
Okay. Probably not.
Flying Kirk Thor's and Stacey tell Alan when the live stream's over. Okay. I'll do what I can.
She's gonna go look it up right now.
Yeah, I'm like, dear internet, tell me what that is.
And once you put the texture on, then you knock it down a little bit because it's got real hard edges to it.
That the stuff where people don't know if they should be offended or not.
Mhm.
Call somebody who is useful but annoying a pound of pennies. Ain't you just a pound of pennies? Ezekiel says Australians have some great curses.
Oh, they do.
I believe that. Or he says, how do you dome window screen without it collapsing?
You get the vinyl window screen, and then you heat it up and form it over a rounded form.
Oh, all right. 1980 says it's another name for the bird. We're gonna correct this.
Okay.
Riot Demon says, what type of window screen do you use, the metal or the fiberglass?
The vinyl. It's a vinyl.
Like Thor says, I'll DM you, Stacey. Okay. Cat Swift says, no one curses like the Irish and the Scottish, in phrases and in amount. You should not visit there if you are sensitive.
I'm sensitive. Ha.
All right, Mickey. Ezekiel says, old pumpkin heads look good.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, all right, Angie. I'm excited. Secrets.
Oh, secret, secret. I got a secret. Da-da-da-da-da. And now, over the texture, I'm still doing some detailing. And I might be jumping the gun a little bit. I got a little more work to do, but
it's fun.
sometimes I like to see texture on it. Yeah, exactly. What time is it?
It is 9:21.
Okay. Rue, how you doing over there with the werewolf?
Pretty good. It's furred.
Okay.
It's furred.
Hey, patch in on the front of those ears where you see that giant swath.
Mhm.
Yeah, just cut little pieces of fur and glue that in for me.
There is rather a lot of brown scrap over there.
Well, look, rather a lot of brown scrap.
Thank you, Electric Thor. Mass Slasher says, hey, Alan.
Hey, Mass Slasher. I actually got a box from you today. I've not had the chance to open it, but I did get the box.
What's in the box?
It's a Doom Shroom.
The Doom Shroom. I don't have a soul. Mass Slasher says, Pumpkinhead's looking real nice.
Hey, thanks.
I'm used to a significantly busier chat.
Yes.
I'm like twiddling my thumbs. Like, are we sure we're
Yeah.
getting all the things? I keep checking my phone. Like, no, yeah, still.
There's only 40
There's
people.
only 40 people.
You're getting all the chat that 40 people can throw at you.
Riot Demon says unboxing video.
That's possible.
That'd be fun.
That is something I could do on this channel.
Yeah. Or on the Patreon and then release to this channel. Ezekiel says only people that sell empty boxes is the Undertaker. Hope it's got something in it.
Yeah. I'm sure it does.
Also, user, I've never been to a Pier 1.
So many boxes.
So many boxes. Container store? Lots of boxes.
They kind of, that's what they do though.
It's kind of the thing.
Yeah, they advertise that.
Good night, Scott Creighton.
That's
Good night, Scott
dangerous.
Creighton. Oh, I can spend so much money in the container
Oh
store.
God, Tim Shane's wife works at the container store, and his house is so organized.
Entirely too organized in
Entirely
here.
too organized.
See, I feel weird talking so close to the camera because I feel I'm going to be too loud.
Yeah,
But the microphone is over there.
it's true. It's true.
It's crazy how good that sucker is that it can hear all of you guys too.
Oh yeah. Lion Creek Thor says Pumpkinhead's an awesome movie. Seen it for the first time this year and we love it.
I love it too.
1980 says actually U-Haul sells empty boxes.
They do.
And so does Home Depot.
They do. And so does boxes for you. Hence their name.
Well, I mean, I guess any size box could be a coffin if you're dedicated enough.
Yeah. And just depending upon the horsepower and settings of your blender.
Yes. That's why you gotta invest in a Ninja.
I have a Ninja.
Do you?
I do.
Does Shannon make soup in it?
I make smoothies every now and then.
Heck yeah. Justice is obsessed with smoothies.
Just as usual.
He makes a lot of smoothies.
Does he put kale in them? Or does he like himself?
No, he's
Good.
not gonna kill it. However, once upon a time, when they were but wee little babbies, I was in a health food kick making
Gross.
kale smoothies and stuff.
Yeah, gross.
And, you know, it's like the kale itself doesn't really add much in terms of,
Yeah, it adds a terrible, terrible texture that you cannot change.
I guess it depends
like
how
they're
much
eating
fruit
a
you
scrub
have or
brush.
whatever, but the kids were excited about the fact that I was making smoothies, and they were like, "Why is it green?" And I was like, "No, no, no, it only looks green. It's fine." And they were like,
It only looks great.
"Okay, sure."
You're a terrible person.
Listen, you say terrible person, I say good mother who got her kids to drink kale smoothies. So really. The 1980 says flat rate USPS. Ryan David says, is this the new permanent setup or is it too annoying compared to the phone?
Well, this is way more work than the phone. But it's the new permanent setup for this channel.
Gregory Haynes says, Alan, how'd you fix the mic problem you had yesterday?
It was a matter of hertz. I had the wrong hertz set up on what they did not sync. So when I synced the hertz, it no longer hurts.
Cat Swift says, Alan, my store was out of JB Weld steel roll that you used. Will a package of 2 tubes that get mixed together work as well?
No, because that's going to be a really sticky liquid. You really need the putty.
Ezekiel says, snot smoothie. Lion Cook Thor says, you have to cook the hell out of kale.
It starts with a lot of hell in it.
Hail on a kale.
Okay.
See, growing up, I would not have gotten in trouble for the A word, but I would have gotten in trouble for saying no.
Well, your parents are hippies.
That's true. Also, shut up was a 4-letter word in our house as well.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a big
That one was so strongly impressed on me that to this day I really struggle with, like, telling people to shut up.
You shouldn't tell people to shut up.
I know I don't.
That's terrible.
Like, it,
Yeah.
1980 says, how to cook kale, same recipe as carrots.
Abort. Abort. Run away.
He's the one who said, use a lot of oil in the pan so they'll slide out into the trash can easier.
Yeah, okay. I got in trouble for when I got on a kick saying, this sucks. This
Yeah.
sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
And apparently it didn't, and I was wrong.
Ezekiel says, you just avoid kale. They have steak, you know?
I do have steak.
Mass Slasher said, did Pumpkinhead ever change looks throughout the sequels, or were they smart about it? I've only seen the first.
No, well, he grew wings
Very
at one point in time, and also as it got into the later sequels, they hired worse and worse sculptors to make the suit. So the
Yeah,
later
lots
suits
smoother.
were not as good, not as good, not as detailed. And Tom Woodruff Jr. did not play him, who brought a lot to that performance.
Warmonger says, milkshakes are the best smoothies.
Indeed.
I actually had a smoothie yesterday. Strawberry, banana, mango. It was delicious.
Cat Swift says, okay, tomorrow after I ship orders, I'll hit Lowe's. I've collected all the other bits, then I'll get to work on Krampus tree toppers all afternoon. Yep.
That is so cool. I am very excited. I want to see what you make.
1980 1980 says if the cow eats kale and you eat the cow, same difference, right?
It kind of is.
Ezekiel says lactose intolerance will kill a milkshake vibe.
Depends on what else you're into, I guess.
We like the milkshakes so much.
Brings all the boys to the yard.
That's right.
Baba Daza says it's kind of not.
Close enough. Potato.
What a national sticking this to.
All right. I'm getting happy with Pumpkinhead.
Yep.
Like we're tightening up. I'm cleaning up the Pumpkinhead, and I cannot wait to attach this to a foam helmet and build the bulbous back of the head.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be lovely.
Lovely.
Images.
Give him pictures. Next name says almond milk and Ovaltine.
Stacy, see how far it is on this one?
Yeah.
That's closer to this, you know.
Yeah.
That is a lot of little sprinkles.
Yes.
Yeah, the Kemper W21 is this tool here, and it just takes away the right amount of clay for a wrinkle. I like the bend in the wire. The angle is nice. It's a good tool. It works very well. And I don't mind just brushing it out and calling that a wrinkle done. Because if you look at the cross section of it, it's actually kind of wide. So.
Cat Switch says, reminder, Dollar Tree still has lots of Santa hats, and today I got a bunch of damaged pieces of brown fur at work for free. Basically, the reason I still work here.
Hooray.
Hello.
Hello, wife.
Hello.
Hope that's my wife.
Your wife.
If not, someone has some explaining to do.
Can't log in.
Okay, it's... Hang on.
Yeah, don't yell right now. And while you're there, Stan, change the password.
No.
Whilst you're there.
Jane, my happy buddy, how are you?
I know.
Okay, I am.
Guys, make sure you check those labels.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I am getting happier and happier with Hair Pumpkinhead.
Hair Pumpkinhead.
My Hair Pumpkinhead has the sweetest smile. Smile.
Oh, Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, we kind of have had our singers like singing.
I thought it saved it last time, apparently.
Searching conversation.
That shady Easter. I was like, dude, pay attention.
Baba Daza says, what was the name of the crawfish epoxy putty? Steel stick, that right?
Well, any of the epoxy clays, like Steel Stick is one brand. Like almost all of the major places have a brand of. It's an AB putty on a roll.
So will water weld work the same?
I don't know, but water weld is not an AB mix. You want it to be an AB mix so it hardens up. And it comes in a little rolly tube like that. If I recall, water weld putty is just one thing in a can. and I don't know that it would work the same.
1980 says, anyone ever try ALEXA delete my browser history?
No. Why would you want to do that? There's a lot of stuff I like to look up.
Need a Band-Aid.
Yeah. The first aid
Yeah.
kit?
Did it bite you?
Yep.
Oh no.
Like right away, first cut.
Oh, of course.
Like
Sharp
a-
as the Dickens. Do you need a hand?
Maybe.
Okay. I got
Right
you.
on the end of my finger.
Baba does says epoxy AB mix. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's like a clay. It's in a roll.
You didn't ask me to say that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, look
figure
at
it out
those
later.
great textures on that. One of the things that I do a lot when I'm looking for sculpture reference is I go and I look at like whatever it is I'm sculpting. Like I might say orc ZBrush, or in this case I did pumpkinhead ZBrush, because they have to sculpt everything too. Like every single little thing they have to sculpt in there. So it's a great reference for us clay sculptors to use their ZBrush sculptures.
No fault. That's why we use laser protectors on that.
As it
remember the
turns
name of
out,
that
is
shirt,
why
Alan?
we use those.
Which shirt?
The Beastman shirt.
It was like Motu Magnetism. That was the name of it. Because you can't use any licensed names, you know.
Alright. 1980 says Rue out petting possums again. Michael Thor says Rue has a boo-boo.
It's a Rubu.
Yeah, like no joke. These blades are real
They will
sharp.
cut you as soon as look at you. And that's why we have handles for them. We have a whole new other handle over here too.
Detailed little
Oh,
tiny
for
details.
F's sake.
Tiny detail.
Listen, I caught myself.
Way to catch
okay?
yourself.
Hush.
I'm not knocking.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this. So, I'm calling Pumpkinhead done-ish.
Ezekiel says, tell Stan I got a half dozen pairs of his style of socks for Secret Santa over the weekend. I feel cool.
Nice.
Woohoo!
You're a winner.
His style of socks. By that you mean obnoxious?
Oh.
That
Oh
was...
no, that shirt got deleted by accident. It's gone.
Oh. Oh.
Probably with the sock. With the obnoxious
Good
socks.
thing I have 5.
And the G drive's down.
Oh.
Womp womp.
I think it's because we use the bathroom.
Really?
They don't. I don't know. They don't make it. Some of this doesn't make sense.
Up close and personal. Ezekiel says, I never said that.
Y'all starting in trouble, you. See, I almost cursed too.
Okay, look, now we're free. I'm free of the tripod. The tripod was giving me worry.
Like Thor says, just before a banquet, I sliced my, just before a banquet, I sliced my pinky finger wide open, wrapped it with duct tape, and kept working. That sucks, Rue.
Well, yeah. Wrap it up. You go.
Yeah, let's keep that super cool.
I'm not an electrical tape kind of guy. That's what I seal my cuts with. If it's good enough for protons, it's good enough for me.
I'm a duct tape and whatever kind of napkin happens to be around, but I happen to actually know that we really do have
Actual band-aid.
actual Band-Aids, and I had another person that could actually help me apply said Band-Aid.
I'm helping.
I'm already bleeding through.
Okay, I'm loving the detail on that you can get with the camera.
1980 says, only detail I noticed is behind the jaw, too much void.
That's actually gonna go away. That all goes away. So now,
Nice.
let's go back over here.
Baba Daza says, yeah.
Bells are dry.
Well, good. Yay.
So the only downside with these Harbor Freight cord reels is that there's a ball that keeps it from going up into the cord reel.
Yeah.
And when you step on that ball on the ground, it's like, hey, I'm going to roll your ankle for you. It'll be great. No thanks. No, it'd be great. Please don't. It'd be great. And then it rolls your ankle. Vaya! Would you hand me a regular pair of pliers and not a needle
Oh wait,
nose?
there's more.
Here.
Oh, you're leaking out the end there.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Ring my bell. I can't sing that song at all. Thank you. Yeah, that song.
Right.
Remember, Rue, if your blood hits the shop floor, that means you were trespassing.
I don't know
That's how that
what
works.
happened.
Wanna go this way? Now.
Yeah,
says
yeah, I
no one
think
likes
we're
wet
at that
bells. Or he said nope.
Persona Blade, y'all.
Okay.
Didn't you like totally
Ezekiel
get
says
on
we're
me about
leaking
that
out the
earlier?
end.
Yep, sure did.
Totally got on to me about that earlier.
I didn't. She did.
What did I do?
Got on to Stan earlier about the Persona Blade and using the
I'm
whole.
telling y'all, savages. We have handles. We also have Persona blades with one blunt end.
Right.
Like, why would you get the one that's double-ended and freehand that, you dinguses?
Took
The
them
next
down.
20 minutes of conversation are brought to you by Rue's Poor Choices.
Cat Swift says you're leaking out the end. How bad did he cut himself? Pretty good. Cut himself pretty good.
Yeah, it happens.
And then take that off when you get back to Amy's and, like, get some actual bandaging on there. Would you like me to cut that?
Yeah, something. Wait, it's okay. I have a Persona Blade. I can
Oh.
cut it myself.
Oh my.
Lion Cook Thor says, get the super glue.
Yeah, this is actually that would be the perfect thing for this.
Sure.
But
It's totally a fleshy, meaty cut.
Well, listen, there's a whole drawer of super glue there. You don't want me to glue together very well.
then we got the little bullet hits.
1980 says OSHA cut resistant gloves have left the chat.
Oh shit.
Somewhere OSHA is crying.
Is that a thing?
Not here, it ain't.
Hey, Rue.
Yeah.
You got a hot glue gun still fired up?
Yep. Black though.
I needs it. It's real hard to wire hair tight enough to stay.
It's true.
So you can still warm. And I did turn it up a tiny bit from what it was.
Yeah, you did. Thanks.
That bitch, she warm.
I was warning you.
Cat Swift says fleshy, meaty cut. Stop him talking.
He said, if I could stop Rue from talking.
Listen, I would never use Persona blades for this, but I did used to do the razor blade eating trick thing.
Oh.
Just
Woo!
with regular razor blades.
Rue, you painted a jingle bell without a jingle in it.
How would I know?
You gotta test your jingle bells. This is a jingleless
you
bell.
you painted a jingle bell without a jingle in it, and then you passed it off to me. All right. Not your scapegoat for everything.
You did
Only
3/4
most
of the painting. You did 3/4
I didn't
of
choose the
painting.
bells.
Well,
Lion Cook Thor says I've been there a few times, Rue.
where's my quality assurance?
1980 says OSHA got their name from the sound of the foreman
We have
seeing a
quality
government official
assurance?
on the job site. Oh shit!
Yeah.
2 of those are for you, Rue.
Really?
And they have your names on them.
Yeah. Quality assurance is right there next to OSHA over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yes, we definitely have an altar to OSHA somewhere. We light a candle, we walk away. Riot Demon says, oh no, needs more Jingle Bell.
Come with me, you will be in a world of OSHA violation.
You will see things that hurt your brain. Oh, why don't we just wear proper safety protection?
Mike Trznowski says paper towels, black tape. There you go. I definitely keep super glue in my glass walking kit because cuts on the bottom of your feet, you can't really do anything with those. You gotta glue them
You
together.
could by not walking on broken glass.
Right, but nobody's gonna pay me to not walk on broken glass.
I don't know. Tony might.
No.
You checked?
I checked.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Angie Rogers says, poor Roo. Just remember, folks, we do this to ourselves.
Yes. I
Ezekiel
could go
says,
work somewhere else.
that's right. Ezekiel says,
I
hard
could.
enough, Roo is just a flesh wound.
You know what? It does have a ball in it.
It's just painted to the side.
Rue just painted it down.
Ah.
That's right. Blame me.
There you go.
Hey.
I did a coat. You did like 7 coats.
Warmonger says, cuts teach you lessons not to do that again.
Funny thing was I cut the opposite finger, the hand of the opposite one that I was holding the blade with. I like went to reposition my finger and put my finger on top of the blade.
Genius.
Yeah.
Right, Demon says, glass walking kit. Where do you do that at? Anywhere they'll pay me to be, anywhere they haven't paid me to leave yet. I actually do not do much sideshow anymore. I'm mostly retired because I get to haunt.
Turns out
I like haunting
just
better than
kind of
doing
the same
sideshow.
thing.
But it turns out I like performing, and I get stabbed less while I'm haunted.
That's true. Slightly less.
Alan just kind of has a thing for hiring sideshow people.
Rachel Little says, I'm on the spit on it and rub some dirt on it generation.
Yep.
1980 says, glue a piece of leather on the bottom of your feet, walk on glass all day. Right, that kind of defeats the purpose of the walking on glass.
Also, though, like, depends on the leather.
Yeah. Also,
That would be so cheating.
really, honestly, like, I just walk around bare feet most of the time, so, like, the bottom of my feet are pretty leathery anyways.
You know what? I used to be barefoot all the time as a kid,
Yeah.
and I just stopped. And now I can't walk on anything.
Oh, I got tender
barefoot.
feet now.
Oh, now they're so tender. I'm like, man, I'm a wuss.
I went and got a pedicure while I was doing sideshow pretty regularly, and the gal, like, nearly cried. She was like, I can't do anything with this. And I was like, don't do anything with this. I need that. Like, I built that purposely.
Please don't do anything with that.
Your
Big
hard
bills,
cuts.
yo.
Riot Demon says, Stacy's is a special kind of glass, tumbled. It is not a special
Nope.
kind of glass, tumbled. It is wine bottle glasses, liquor bottle glass. Mostly.
Max will break them right in front of you.
I will happily break them right in front of you and walk on them. Really, the important thing is to get curved pieces out. So anything around the bottoms needs to go. Anything around the neck needs to go. But all that center glass is perfect.
In a manner of speaking.
Rachel Little says, okay, so you walk on glass, but will you walk on Legos? We actually had a joke in the show where I would dump out my glass and then it started with a glass with a piece of paper on it, like a label left on it. You say, oh no, this one is too dangerous, can't leave this in here, I might get a paper cut. And toss it out. And then we had finding a Lego. We're like, oh God, like you could really hurt yourself here. Let me set that aside. And then it was Danny would like hide a piece of Lego in my glass. Like I'd turn around and she'd drop a Lego and I'm like, and then I would find it before we jump in, or jump in and be like, ah, son of a, and then pull out the
Who put a Lego
put a
in
Lego in here. We can really hurt somebody. This is ridiculous. Ezekiel says, last MHC tour, I stapled $2 of some hunt actor's head and disturbed me. $2? Okay,
Somebody
so
left $2 for a head?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No.
Normally, that'll cost you a 20.
Yeah, at least.
Rob O'Brien says that's what the album is for. Masato K says, I made it! Yay!
Hey, Masato.
Warmonger says, I'm at the age where I have to use tin snips to cut my toenails.
That's
So,
well, boy.
Brett Baker that owns Creepy Hollow,
Uh-huh.
I stapled a 20 to his forehead,
Yeah.
like right between the eyes. It was real mean. Like,
Well, that's really where you want it to go. That's the meatiest spot on your head.
meaty. Like,
I've got a meaty head.
he did the whole pull out while I was still there, and it went.
Oh yeah. So there's a great big vein that runs across your forehead, and if you catch it
Hello,
higher
guys.
up, when you pull that out, you'll have arterial spurts, right? It's like a But
Sounds-
yeah, you will definitely get some.
Nice.
There's some terrific pictures of just.
Oh yeah, I've
Horror-
been
horror
covered
show.
in blood from it before.
Oh
but
yeah.
I always preferred like actual.
Well,
like,
okay,
like
so
ones that actually take like needle nose to pull out.
yeah, I was gonna say
Like-
like your skull is remarkably hard, and depending on the length of the staples that you're using, you can actually chip your skull from the underside, from under your skin doing that. So it really is safer to do it further down. Don't do it at all. It's terrible and it's absolutely not safe.
Don't do these things.
I'm a trained professional idiot.
Train,
Yeah, training is the key word there.
train. With
No,
bunny
Right,
ears
so
on the
now we
inside.
have some red bells in there,
I like it.
and I think that helped.
Yeah,
I think that did.
bringing that little bit of color up to the front. I think
Yeah.
is nice.
But you're just trying to keep.
Angie Rogers says, "Do you guys know the toe bro?"
I don't know what the dobro is. I know a dobro is a steel guitar often used in bluegrass music.
Cat Swift says, "Tonight's stream has taken a really weird turn." Yeah, yes, you're correct.
I'm missing a column. The hubs?
Okay, and now the camera goes to Stacy for story time. Shoo. And she will tell you some fun.
Something funny.
Something's
Yeah, fun. No.
Something fun.
Yeah. You're funny. Tell a joke.
So I guess several people don't know here that I used to be a professional sideshow performer, and so before I got into haunting, I toured the country doing sideshow, and we honeymooned, Tony and I, my husband and I, at the National Sideshow Gathering in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and the stapling thing that he was talking about. Actually, probably the worst injury I suffered doing sideshow was I got my eyeball stapled from doing the forehead staple. Someone stapled me on the forehead and pulled it off, and somebody else wanted to do another one, and that guy was drunk, so I put it down there on the on the spot, and it slid my head down and punctured my eyeball. So that was fun, and I think my current distinction in the sideshow world is that my sideshow partner and I are the only people who do the conjoined human blockhead. We have a nail welded together with a washer in the center of it, and she sticks it into her sinus cavity, and I stick it into my sinus cavity, and hang something off of it and swing it in between. But like, the thing I enjoyed the most about sideshow is making people go, ugh, and I can make them do that in a haunted house where they signed up for that instead of like in a pizza parlor clock on a Wednesday where they're like, I was not prepared for all of this.
Well, it's 10 o'clock on a Wednesday.
There's
The
some
regular
weird-
crowd's going, ooh.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, and people showed up to get scared, and people showed up to be weirded out and creeped out and stuff. So I enjoy that quite a bit better than just doing sideshow, like street performing sideshow or something like that, where people are not expecting the thing that you
This is
did.
gonna go here.
As he just says, not once in my life have I ever thought to staple anything to my head. I might be the smart friend in this instance. Yes,
Yep.
definitely.
Yep.
I've never stapled anything to my head on purpose either.
Sort of how
Wait,
I-
you added a couple words there.
I did.
How did I get into sideshow? Don't date magicians.
Rules and guidelines.
I don't think it is. I'm
Yeah,
not naked. In all
Please
of them.
No, but you're hurting yourself.
No, it's not hurting yourself.
I know, but they think you're hurting yourself.
Well, they haven't any problem.
Listen, I couldn't sell my fake goat head because I thought it was a dead goat. So
Tina Kusiak says, that's awesome, Stacey. I love sideshow. Mike Church now says, what show? I ran a 1-woman, 3-woman, 4-woman show for roughly 10 years called the Dead Girl Circus. We performed at the National Sideshow Gathering. We performed at Bats Day at Disneyland. We ran a monthly show in Dallas for a very long time at the Hub Theater. I played the church in Dallas also. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool.
Well,
All right,
grab
let's
that
flip you guys around because not that sideshow's uninteresting, but. Ta-da!
That's such a good mask. That one bell looks like it's escaping.
It's not.
One way low down.
They're all glued in.
Angie Rogers says, when I fell, I had 7 staples in my head, not from Sideshow. Rachel Little says, do not date magicians because they tend to disappear on you. Meh. He's a very good magician. He wasn't a great boyfriend, but good magician. Mike Schwartz says, do you know the Christina brothers? I don't off the top of my head. Ezekiel says, staple a bell to your head. Not for less than $20.
You can't get a staple to go through a bell.
But you can put a loop through it.
Like ribbon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rue, what are you about to show them?
Cat Swift
Nothing.
says, now the gold on the tongue shows up.
Are you naked?
No.
Good. Then carry on.
If you want to see stuff. Oh, there you go. There's Rue. Stuff up his nose.
Yep.
If you want to see pictures of me with stuff up my nose, message me. It's on my OnlyFans.
You people are weird.
That's true. Catsup says, now the gold on the tongue shows up. Baba Daz says, I love the tinkly bells, horn, and beard with the gold and ornate ribbon. Can I borrow it for a day? Ezekiel says, super chat $20.
Okay. All right, everybody. So, guys. Oh. Yeah, it's 9:55, but it's late enough. Like, this guy is done. See in frame? This guy is done. We got Pumpkinhead finished the sculpting pretty much. I might do some refinement tomorrow, but we got this done today too.
Like your says no super chat. Oh, do you have to be bigger to have super chat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No one can super chat. So, and then Stan effectively worked on a computer. Good job, Stan.
We have shirts back.
That's right. We now have more shirts on Teespring.
We have the new zombie snail shirt.
Is that on Teespring?
In about 5 seconds.
All right. So the new zombie snail shirt will be on Teespring in about 5 minutes.
Yep. And that's the fun.
Yeah, that's the front, and the snail is the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And Rue hurt himself today. That's what he did. So, Stiltbeast Studio Shops had 0 days without an accident. Stacy, say
To be
goodnight.
fair, we probably had 0 days before Ruger.
Stan, say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Rue, say goodnight.
Good night, Rue. That wasn't
Now,
even at me.
I
Look
have-
at all.
I have to walk all the way over here to make sure that I can get to the
God.
button. And I don't
To
know how
end
this
the
is going to
stream.
work. All right. Go make stuff. Good night, and go make